I see you. I'm just sitting here playing with my flashlight, waiting for the show to start. I thought, what should I do? I'll play with my freaking flashlight. I've been seeing ghosts. I've been seeing ghosts. Well, you don't believe me? You don't believe in ghosts? I had a friend who told a friend about an incident they had, who was about a friend's friend who said they saw a ghost. And so their friend's acquaintance told me about it, and I believe it. That's why I believe in ghosts, because someone, you know. That's the way the choo-choo train works. Welcome to... What? I fell in love today. I fell in freaking love today. Oh, you're probably kidding. Oh, Danny. Hey, my name is Danny. By the way, my name is Danny Alex, and this is Dimension Zero. By the way, just to let you guys know, that's what you're watching. Yeah, we're new. We may be new, but we're growing. We're growing. Elon's not going to like me today. I expect a call. I expect a call from Elon. From Elon Musk. I expect a call. What are you talking? What are you talking? What are you talking about? What are you talking crap about myself? I fell in love today. I guess this is just what happens sometimes, right? You're going through YouTube and you see the right video and boom, you fall in love. That's what happened to me today. You know? I'm sure you want to know more. I know, you know, it is got everything good. Yesterday was terrible because yesterday we had and there was nothing wrong. StreamYard totally screwed up. Thank God I didn't do anything embarrassing, but the opening intro didn't play. So it went go live and it went live. And then, so of course, here I am kind of like doing this. I'm cleaning my glasses and holy gee. And there was nothing wrong with me. It was all set up. StreamYard was doing something and they messed it all up or whatever it was because all the settings were fine. So I don't know. They did an update or an upgrade or something like that, but he's no bueno, senor. He's no bueno. Oh, it is January 6th, right? The Three Kings Day today, right? January 6th. Is what I know all my Mexico friends, they're having the three magi, right? The three magi or the wise men who brought gifts to infant Jesus. Well, they didn't freaking bring me any. I didn't get one. I want a magi. I know it's not very science-like, but I wouldn't mind a magi coming and saying, "Here, Danny, I bring you the gift of gold." Well, can I get a little bit more, please? That's what I'd say. What is the January? I always forget. What is the January 6th holiday in Mexico? It's called Dia de los Reyes. Dia de los Reyes, also called Three Kings Day. So everyone's having the cake, right? Little cake with the little plastic babies. All the little plastic babies. That's what's going on today. I got some of my good friend. I spent 20 years in Los Angeles. Every day today, I would always get a lot of cake. So this is the first year in call it 19 years. I got none. I didn't get any. But I know my friends in Los Angeles. They're eating up a storm. They got the day off. They got presents like Christmas. You guys realize it's like Christmas. So if you want to have another Christmas, you turn Mexican. You go in Mexico. You say, "Sí, I like to turn Mexican." Do you speak Spanish? No, but I have an accent. Sí. Works. It works. See, I have an accent. Hey, my parents had big accents. You know, they were from the old school, like Czech Republic and Germany, right? They had this old thick accent. So don't tell me about accents. Fuck, accents are, when you mimic someone's accent, it is a compliment. It's a compliment. I compliment you. That's what it is. So I did I fell in love. Fell in love today. You guys want to see why I fell in love? I had no idea. I had no idea. Look at this. Watch this. So I was a kickboxer for 8 years, right? So I would, I'd have this like this this vision of like, coming home, be with the girlfriend, or maybe it was the wife, after a hard day's work, and she comes up and says, "You want to do 2 rounds? Do I want to do 2 rounds in the ring? Let's do it." This girl. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I didn't put the, why is this not working again? Oh, StreamYard, the scenes are not working. Now I got to manually do it again. So this girl is Avril Mathy. Now you see some of her fights, I think this was a weigh-in. I think they told her, look your pretty little self, because this is about marketing and advertising. But I have a new favorite fighter. As a kickboxer in UFC and MMA, I love women's MMA, right? I love seeing girls having that killer instinct. This girl is like, holy cow, if I looked like this, I don't know if I want to get punched in the face. Hello. I mean, she looks wonderful, right? I mean, that is an athlete. That is an athlete. Look at that smile. If I was still in kickboxing, and I was maybe 4 years younger, maybe 3 or 4 years younger, that she is a freaking, she's a boxer. She's a boxer. Can you believe it? That's the pose. I'm going to get that, blow it up, and put it on my wall. Yeah, that is awesome. I mean, she's a little thing, I think. She's looking like about 5'3". But anyway, I mean, she's quite there's a lot of attractive, and actually the girls after this one, they were attractive too. It's not that you don't have to be attractive to be in boxing or kickboxing. It's just usually you get a few punches, and look, my nose. I've had a couple of broken noses, so I think my nose. I even had to have, because of my jaw. I had to have jaw surgery to fix my jaw. But I mean, that's a boxer. Yes, Avril Mathy. That is Avril Mathy. I love that. She's a freaking model. But she's got that killer ace. She's a good boxer. 8-0. She's 8-0. Obviously, I'm not going to show good style here on that. But she is, I mean, how do you, so I'm in love. I am officially in love. I saw her today. I'm like, are you kidding me? When I was in kickboxing, I never saw that. Okay, that was never in my wheelhouse. In my, where I went to go work out. But hey, there was a few girls. But okay, back to. Can we get back to science? Is there anyone back to where are we? Get this. I'll get this all figured out here. So Three Kings Day. Happy Three Kings Day to everyone. I don't know. Is it just in Mexico? Where is Three Kings Day celebrated? Three Kings Day is celebrated globally. Oh, so it's basically in the Latin countries, probably in Spain, Latin America, and the Caribbean, where it's a major gift-giving holiday for children, often with parades. I love a good parade. And king cake. Well, they call it king cake. It's called, in Mexico, it's called something else. It's also observed in parts of Europe like France, Germany, and Italy. Really? Just the stupid English countries don't get it? And by Latino communities in the U.S., with traditions varying from leaving shoes out for the Magi to church services and feasts, commemorating the 3 wise men visiting baby Jesus. Spain and Latin America, Dia de los Reyes Magos is huge. It is. I mean, I know in Mexico, It is a big, big deal. Gifts are left in or near shoes. Well, I guess that in shoes, I guess I'm not getting a PlayStation, right? In shoes, how are you gonna? How are you gonna fit a PlayStation? I wanted actually a new CPU with 128 meg RAM. How are you gonna fit that in a pair of shoes? That's what I'm wondering. How are you gonna fit that? I'll get a big pair of freaking shoes that someone's gonna have to stick that CPU into. One of those magi, get that little magic magi. So, happy New Year, happy 2026 to everybody. Oh, this shirt, it's like, this shirt is, I can't even explain it. It kind of like drives me crazy. It kind of looks good though with all the, but it kind of drives me crazy a little bit. That's okay. I'll get over it. I'll get over it. So that was Avril Matthew. I'm in love. New Year's resolutions. We did New Year's resolutions yesterday. We did 10. We did some of the really dumb ones. There are some really dumb New Year's resolutions. We did those. And of course, all the regular New Year's resolutions. I'm going to work out. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to save money. I'm going to, which of course lasts till about January 9th, I think, right? January 9th. And then basically every New Year's resolution collapses. Dunk. It don't last long, right? Yeah. It just. Oh, and you know what? One thing I like, I don't compliment Congress I don't compliment politicians very much. There's a few good news stories today. One of the good news stories is that Congress, I have fully in 100% said no. You will not cut NASA's budget. If anything, I always say, guys, science is a superpower. Okay, science is the only superpower in the world. The Avengers, I got to break it to some of you guys. The Avengers, are you guys ready? The Avengers, they don't exist. What do you got from me? They don't exist. The Avengers don't exist. I had to, that's true. Science is the only superpower. It is. Imagine a country that was, 50 years ahead of everyone else. 50 years, let's say. I mean, that would be, that wouldn't be fair, but technology and science. I always find it very interesting that technology and the discoveries they're not very compartmentalized based on country. That's what I find interesting. Theoretically speaking, if a country protected its IP, and look, we all know in the United States, IP gets ripped off so fast. But theoretically, you would think that the technology in the United States is just given its system, right? Free enterprise. That's the only free enterprise capital markets are the only system to develop this kind of technology. Marxism doesn't do it. Proven over and over and over and over. How many times do you need socialism proved to be an absolute catastrophe? Yeah, sometimes, the middle class doesn't fare well in a capitalist system. Well, take a look at the freaking socialist countries. I was born in one. I was born in Brno, what was called Czechoslovakia. Do you like meat 4 times a year? Well, welcome to socialism. You go into the markets, it's like, where's the beef? Well, there's no beef. When do you expect the next shipment of beef? In about 12 weeks. God bless socialism, I guess, right? I mean, that's... Unless if Elon Musk is right, if Elon is right, creative creature, if Elon Musk is right, no one's going to be working and we're all going to be filthy rich. Yeah, Danny, what are you doing today, Danny? I don't want to work. I want to bang on my drum all day. I don't know. That's what Elon says. Creatives in the house. What up? What did I miss? You missed Avril Matthew. You missed Avril Matthew. Can I show Avril Matthew again? Would you guys mind if I showed Avril? Oh shit. Right? Look at that smile. She's a boxer. Ain't no. Of course, again, me being I was 8 years, I was a kickboxer. So, what, man, I've taken my shots. I've delivered the shots. I've been in there. I've taken them. No, we don't want me. The hell, we want, yeah, right? Where's that? This is not a boxer, but she is. She is a good boxer too. She is, but look at that. Oh my God, it's a freaking adorable. Can you imagine getting into a fight with her in the kitchen? She puts that smile on. She's like, I'm going to kick your ass. Really? I don't believe you. Psh, oh, all right. That's the one right there. That's the one. That's the one. I fell in love. I don't know what I'm going to do anymore. I don't know. This is, it's hard. Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh shit, I'm still alive. I'm sorry. The Alzheimer's kicks in and I just start singing all of a sudden from nowhere. I'm sorry, I am on Arizona time. What time is it in Arizona? Arizona 5:22? Is it 5:22 in Arizona? I had been thinking about moving the show forward an hour. My peak time is actually 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific. Those are my, 8. Starting at 8, 9, 10 Eastern. 8, 9, 10 Eastern. Those are my peak times. I'm thinking I start at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's 4 Pacific. I may be starting an hour too soon. And actually, I do see a spike in people an hour into the show. I got it written down. I will meditate, have red wine, and I will contemplate it. But I may move. My sister was one of the first women to train professionally in Thailand. Thai boxing. I knew a guy. I had a friend that was a Thai boxer. He was tough. Oof, he was tough. Thai boxing is awesome. I remember I told her I could take one of her kicks, and she kicked me. Oh no, dude! Even a girl. I'm 210 pounds. You get hit with one of my kicks at 210 pounds, I will guarantee I will put you out. I'll break your jaw, and you will not see straight for the next few weeks. And I'm not a professional anymore. If a professional hits you, now look, you don't have to be big. You don't have to be big to know how to look. Even a punch from a 120-pound woman who knows how to punch, right? Because there's a style, there's a snap, right? You're snapping, and when you know how to punch and you know where to hit, it doesn't matter if it's a 120-pound girl or a 210-pound guy. They crack you on the chin, you're out, you're done, bye-bye, see ya. And when you're a trained fighter, it doesn't matter if you're a 120-pound girl or a 200-pound guy. It doesn't matter. If you're trained, an untrained fighter just looks stupid in front of you. It's like, you can't even fight. Like I had some street fights, and you're there. It's like, are you serious? You're gonna sit there and stand there like that? Look, I will guarantee you 99% of all men, if they went toe-to-toe with Avril Matthew, she would kick their ass. She would. She might be pretty, and she might be like 5'4", or something like that. I guarantee you, she's got a punch that will make you see Tweety Bird, because it's all about style and technique. That's just a matter of fact. When you learn how to punch, when you learn how to kick, when you start snapping I don't know if you ever seen a professional boxer actually even just casually work a bag. You see them casually hitting the bag, and that bag goes bang, bang, bang. It's like, holy fuck. You're like, okay, I prefer not to have one of those. And look, getting hit in the face is so painful. You think the gloves protect you? It's more protecting your knuckles so you don't break your knuckles. Respect. That's what. So I hear you, creative. Yep, So I joined after I didn't cry. If you look up Bunked from Fairtex, he was my main coach while I was in it, and have a pair of short. Oh, you did. So you did some Thai kickboxing. Thai kickboxing. Bunker Vampire, legendary retired. Oh, a Thai Muay Thai fighter and coach. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, decorated fighter. He was a multiple-time champion, winning 2 prestigious stadium titles in Thailand. Yeah, the Thai kickboxing. It's pretty aggressive. It's aggressive style of fighting. You better not be a sissy. You better enjoy hitting the. Okay. Yeah, a year in 6th grade because I was getting bullied at school. That is no joke. Hey, look, my dad put me in boxing. I got beat up when I was 13. He put me in boxing. Boxing, 1 year of boxing. I learned under Willie DeWitt. He was a silver medalist, heavyweight silver medalist at the Olympics. I learned with his trainer Mansour Esmail. 1 year of that global level, gold, like literally highest level boxing training, knowing how to use your hands, how to use your elbows and your shoulders and everything. That high level training. When I went to the kickboxing, I was so good with my hands. And then you're dodging, right? You're moving, how you can dodge, and then you counter strike. The best counter striker is GSP. Georges St. Pierre, MMA, best counter fighter, best counter striker. I don't follow MMA as much anymore, although I will follow Avro Mathy. I really will. I will. I swear to God. I swear to the 3 Magi. I swear to the 3 freaking Magi. I'm asking for a kick-ass PC in my shoe. Where's my guy? Check my shoes. All the kids go right to the front door. They check their shoes for gifts. That creative creature is no joke. The 3 Magi leave gifts in shoes. And do you know how many? Okay, so if today is celebrated by France, Italy, Spain, Latin America, and probably a few Caribbean, you're talking about how many million? How many? Maybe there's probably a billion 3 people that got today off having a second Christmas. They're literally having a second Christmas today. Why in the frick? Why are we not having a second Christmas? 1 year from now, I officially dictate, even though I'm not religious, I will celebrate the 3 Magi. It'll be like a Santa Claus. The 3 Magi are like the Santa Claus. They come, they all have they have all got their own sleighs maybe or something like that, or a 3-seater sleigh. They're all hanging out, drinking champagne, hanging out with the Mars rover on Mars, or Elon Musk because that's what we're talking today. We're talking Mars. Don't think I forgot Elon. I know Elon. I know I'm going to get a text from Elon. Elon's going to say, why you busting my balls, Danny? Danny, why are you busting my balls? Motivation, Elon. It's called motivation. I am motivating you through the fear of failure. That's what I'm doing, my friend. I do. I like Elon a lot. I really do. So his dad is South African and his mom is from Saskatchewan, Canada, of all places. He got into the United States through Canada because it was easier to get into the United States as a Canadian in the early or late or mid 1990s. You could actually get in pretty easily. You could actually getting citizenships back and forth, and that's all changed. Like, good luck, because the Canadians are basically evil munchkins trying to get into the United States. Everyone knows that Canadians are evil. There's no nice Canadians. They don't exist. They're all evil. Every single freaking Canadian you'll ever meet is a freaking monster. Am I a Canadian? I am. But I've spent half of my adult life in the United States. I have a U.S. SIN number. I do. I have a Canadian SIN number. I have a European SIN number. How's your New Year, 2026? I know it's a few days in. Why am I going blurry? It's Elon. He's got the power to make me blurry. He's fucking me up. Elon's going, oh yeah, you gonna punk me? You want to punk me with a video? Because we're watching a video about all the reasons why I think a Mars mission will end in death. Death. The people that go to Mars, the first trip, death. You willing to die? Yep. All right, you're in. Get on the ship. Get on there. No training? No. Get the fuck on Starship. There is Starship. There's a bit of news on Starship. I should maybe start to get some of this stuff. Okay. New Year. Everyone's New Year is good. A toast to your New Year, to all your resolutions. May the God of New Year's resolutions be good to you. And so what are we going to start with? I want to start with, I think this is important. This really is. I know sometimes I goof off, but I am a science guy. I really am. I love science. I'm like literally like a Spock. I don't believe in, hocus pocus. Or I don't believe in aliens visiting us. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in, a lot of stuff. But it is. If you are familiar with Jean-Claude Lair from Find, I am not. I'm gonna get back to that. I am creative. This creative creature. It's his birthday on Saturday, by the way. It is his birthday on Saturday. So if you see him on the streets, if you see creative creature on the streets, just go, hey! I saw your comment. Because there's 22 of you online on the Dimension Zero thing. I saw you. It's famous. From film. Okay. All right. So Congress is not one of my favorites. I got to remove Avril Matthew from my... Avril Matthew is... No, I'm not going to remove her, actually. I'm just going to... Oh, there's so much to go. Where is Trump? You're not getting away from me, Trump. Look. Every politician has their bad. Every politician has their good. That is just a matter of fact. Joe Biden just happened to have a lot more bad. I don't think he had any good, did he? Do you remember? I miss Joe Biden. Remember when he used to walk off? He used to just walk. He's supposed to walk to the White House. He just walk off into the bushes. Like, no, Mr. President. Shit. He would just walk off, or he'd finish his speech and he'd do one of these. Right? And the media said, there's nothing. Why would you say there's something wrong with him? He's just greeting people on the right and he's greeting people on the left. Why? There's nothing wrong with him. Until he got to the debate and he stood there and did one of these, right? There might be something wrong with our candidate. What? Really? God, the Democrats are stupid. I tell you, they are. I'm not saying the Republicans can't be stupid. The freaking Democrats could be uber stupid. Uber stupid. That's your first problem, Democrats. Look, I will call myself a Bill Clinton Democrat. which is basically a modern day Republican. That's the crazy thing. Bill Maher will agree with me. Bill Maher, give me a call. My phone's right there. Call me. Trump. Going to share screen with Trump. Okay, so this is pretty big. I always said, I've said this for a while, that one of the worst things that Trump can do is cut NASA's budget. Dude, it's only 20, the United States blows so much money. Could you imagine increasing NASA's budget by a mere $10 billion? Like, isn't that the Somali fraud in Minnesota value, 10 billion? Is that something like that? I thought it was like the whole value of the whole fraud. I don't know. It's a lot. There's so much fraud in the United States, and it drives me absolutely crazy. How can you guys be so dumb? Elon Musk pointed it out. They use one bank account. How many bank accounts does the government of the United States have? Take a guess. How many bank accounts does the government of the United States have? I have more than one. They have one. Elon Musk, actually, that was what, if you heard the conversation with Elon Musk, he said he couldn't believe it. Everything goes into one account. Just go slush it in, slop it in there. Absolutely incredible. Hey, Beavis, what the hell's going on here? Okay, here we go. We're going. We got this. We got this. Can we do this? Okay. Okay, so here's the important thing. I got that. Okay, I got it all done. Congress. This is maybe about 8 hours ago. Congress rejects President Trump's deep NASA budget cuts, proposes $24.4 billion for the agency. So my big thing, the fact that, look, holy cow, the idea, look, science is a superpower. Science gives us science is the edge. Science is everything. Science is our phones. Science is our computer. I don't have to explain it. Trump had allocated the space agency with just $18.8 billion for fiscal year 2026. There's a lot of places to cut. I mean, I think just one country, like the countries that the United States just gives money to support, which is basically just bribery money, right? Here's some money. Just agree with us. Bullshit. Stop all of that crap. If you ask me, you stop all of that crap. All of it. As long as there's a homeless American, why the frick are you giving $200 billion to other countries when there's homeless America? Congress is not on board with President Donald Trump's NASA budget cuts. The White House allocated just $18.8 billion to the space agency, a 24% decrease from the previous year's funding and its 2026 federal budget request, which was released last spring. The cuts were particularly harsh towards NASA's science portfolio, that's smart. That's smart. Let's cut the science portfolio. Hey, we don't need science. We're going to start using more horses and buggies. We're going to increase that for $100 million. We're going to buy 50,000 horses, 50,000 buggies. Yeah, mule, which was given just $3.9 billion, the NASA's science portfolio, a drop of 75%. However, the federal budget request is just that, a request. Congress controls the nation's purse strings, and lawmakers just threw that NASA a lifeline. If I may use the phrase, even though I'm not a religious person, hallelujah. On Monday, January 5th, the House of Representatives and the Senate released a budget plan that would give the agency $24.4 billion in its fiscal year 2026, which started on October 1st. Much of the restored funding would go to NASA science programs. The bill rejects the administration's devastating proposal to cut NASA's science by 45% and terminates 55 operating and planned. Could you imagine canceling 55 operating and planned missions? What? Honestly, sometimes I don't get it. I don't understand Trump. I don't dude, I mean, I don't get it. Oh, I was going to say something. I think I'm glad I didn't say it about some other country, how much they get. No questions asked. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. It instead provides 7.225 billion. A Senate bill summary states. We'll get one more paragraph. The budget plan is not the last word. However, the House and the Senate will still need to vote on the bill. Actions that could take place as soon as this week and the week after, respectively, according to Ars Technica's Eric Berger. I don't think you need according to. We know when the Senate's in session, President Trump would need them to sign it. So anyway, that is to me, that's huge, guys. That is just huge. Why do I have excuse me. I have a little napkin. I have a, usually most live hosts will like put it on, I like the live shit. We're all human beings. Who was it? There is a female celebrity. She was on some sort of a TV show and she farted. And the sound came out really loud. Who was that? It was like, who was that? Do you guys remember? It was really funny. It was a big celebrity too. I don't remember who it was. Earn 2%. Oh, tangerine. Okay, let's get the frickin' advertising off. There we go. All right. Okay. Moving along. We got a lot of show, guys. We got to cover a lot of show. That's a lot of show. Yeah. So our main segment is about Mars and Elon Musk and Starlink. The Starship. Thank you, Starship. There's also some 3I. You know what? Let's do the 3I Atlas. Whoa, wait a sec. What's going on here? Whoa, come on. Oh, wait, what? What's going on? What? Okay, how did Avril Matthew get on there again? It wasn't me. I don't know how. That's my girl. I'm in love. How can you? How can you not fall in love with that? She's a boxer. She's 8-0. And of course, because, I'm a former kickboxer. I find that somewhat intriguing. Like I always said, I always wanted a girlfriend or a wife. She'd come home. You go, how's your day? Oh, good. Yeah, Danny, how's your day? Oh, good. You want to do 2 rounds? Oh, fuck yeah. Let's fuck it. Let's go. you and the wife are down there, That's love. That's freaking love. That is love, honey. I love you. Yeah, damn right it is. I don't make this stuff up. It just comes out. It's just real. It's real. So we're going to do, SpaceX. I think there's some, so if we do, okay, why don't we do this? Which one do I want to do next? Can't wait. Okay, that's Mars. Curiosity rover. There's a lot of stuff coming out of Mars. There's a lot of Mars news. Oh no, we're doing 3I Atlas. That's what we're doing, right? So this is sort of confirming. So yesterday, if Avi Loeb is fire, I am water. To me, Avi Loeb is an ass. Although he's the one with the Netflix deal. So who is the ass, right? He wins. Okay, he beat me because he got the Netflix deal. He's got a big smile. Holy cow. Mr. Grunek, let's go. Tracker 001 still need to see fentanyl supply after South America lists the problem. Yeah. Wait, do you have an easy explanation for? Do I? That's a show, creative. If you're asking me, that's an entire show. That's not a show. That's an entire season. Well, we're gonna do a lot of alien stuff. Dude, we're like aliens. Look, are aliens visiting Earth? If you want to come and argue that point one way or the other, one side or the other, this is where you come to argue that point. Dude, did you see the news anchor who thought she would slip one out and ended up crapping? What? In the jacuzzi? No, don't say that. Oh my God, just thinking about it, I want to cry. I want to cry for her. No, creative creature, you don't. Sinister's back in the house. If I was ever a news reporter who was sent to report live during a tornado, I would pose a Jonathan Kent and tell the camera and sound guy not to rescue me and let the tornado take me. It's good advice. It's good advice. Welcome back, Sinister. Welcome back. Everybody. All of yous. I think there's Mr. Gruneck and Tracker. Tracker's been, you've been around. You've been around. Good to see some peeps. 3i Atlas, are you ready to do this? So yesterday we did oh, there she is. Oh, she doesn't. Fuck. Everywhere I turn, it's Avril Matthew. Everywhere I turn. It doesn't matter. I walk into a door, I thought it was Avril Matthew. That's all I see. That's what love, that's what love is. Shit. So guys, this is important. So yesterday we did, basically it was a very poorly written article. It really was. But look, my go-to, and I am not sponsored by space.com. Okay, I am not. One day they might sponsor me. One day, space.com, because I love their commentary. As an English major and a hobbyist astrophysicist, if I may say, and a screenwriter, space.com has the best articles. Period. And that's, I'm not even sponsored. I got no sponsorship. Interstellar Comet 3i Atlas. So this is kind of similar to yesterday's article, but a little more clearly refined. And I think this one puts the nail in the coffin for all of these. Like how many videos are on YouTube? Clickbait, garbage, crap, shit-ola. I don't like it. That's not swearing because shitola is not right. It's a different word. It's like see you next Tuesday. You put that to the acronym and then you get a different word, right? I'm not swearing. Everyone who thought that 3i Atlas was an alien ship, you're a dumbass. You're stupid. You're science stupid. Okay, that's the only way to say it. You need science classes. Go to science school. Find one in your neighborhood and go to frickin' science school. Interstellar Comet 3i Atlas isn't an alien spacecraft. Astronomers confirm. like really, we didn't need confirmation. Like this is me being smart. That's 4 IQ points. Just doing that once in a while in a live stream. That's 4 IQ points. I take these things off. Look, whatever my IQ is, I take these things off. What do I lose? 16 IQ points immediately, right? I lose 6. Like I look dumb. I look stupid. This 112 IQ maybe tops. 146 IQ. Interstellar Comet 3i Atlas isn't an alien spacecraft. Astronomers confirm. Thanks for the confirmation. In the end, there were no surprises. Well, to some people there were. It's true. We would have been thrilled to find techno signatures coming from 3i Atlas, but they're Avi. Hello, Avi. They're just not there, Avi. They're just not there. Okay. Let's clean this baby up. There we go. Space fans, hoping that the intruder from beyond the solar system, known as Comet 3I Atlas, is actually an alien spacecraft, may be disappointed by new research that could close the book on this speculation once and for all. It was probably predicated by the survivors of Hale-Bopp, right? Those people that didn't, I think that was a sad situation. It was probably them that's, okay, this is the spaceship. We got to get on this spaceship. Because Hale-Bopp wasn't really, I don't think it was the spaceship. Astronomers used Green Bank telescope employed in the Breakthrough Listen Extraterrestrial Signal Hunting Astronomy Project. The Extraterrestrial Signal Hunting Astronomy Project to search 3I Atlas for measurable signs of technology from extraterrestrial civilizations or technosignatures. Though this hunt came up empty, the fact that 3I Atlas is only the third known object found in the solar system after entering from interstellar space, the others being One-Eye Oumuamua, seen in 2017, which also Avi Loeb said is a spaceship. It's alien intelligence. It's a spaceship. No, it's not, you dumbass. Hey, dumbass. Yeah, you the guy with the Netflix deal. Okay. Granted, he's smarter than I am, okay? He is smarter than I am. And 2I Borisov, detected in 2019, means that it is still an object of great fascination. It is, albeit a natural one. And that should have been the fascination with it, right? It should have, get rid of the advertising. It should have been just a great viewing experience for everybody, knowing that this thing has been out in our galaxy for billions of years, billions. It's going to be in our solar system. It will not leave our solar system, the Oort cloud, till about 10,000 AD. It will be in our solar system. Oh, so here's the trajectory. Let's watch this. Finish off there you go. There's content. This is good stuff. And there's no volume, so they're probably, they're not going to, can't copyright it. She's got a happy face, good face to watch, right? You got to be presentable. Show us the trajectory. Well, this guy, he's just playing. Are you gonna show us some? I mean, basically, there he goes. So it's hitting the. There's the perihelion right there. When basically it's the closest to the sun. It's going so fast it can barely even like the amount of curve that it gets going around the sun it's minimal because it's going out. Is it 160,000 miles per hour? So there's no way that thing is going to catch. It probably got some speed going around our sun and around the perihelion. When it goes the closest around the sun, it gets a little bit of a whippersnapper effect, and the gravity from our sun is going to give it an extra. I would say at least 3,000 to 5,000 miles per hour. I'll call Brian Cox tonight. He said don't call me till after 9 o'clock, so I'll call Brian. We all would be thrilled to find technological signatures coming from 3I Atlas, especially Avi, but they're just not there, lead researcher Benjamin Jacobson Bell from the University of California, Berkeley told Space.com. Finding no signals was the result we expected due to the significant evidence for 3I Atlas being a comet with only natural features. The evidence was against 3I Atlas being one such probe, but we would have been remiss not to check because Avi, who is not a planetary scientist or basically knows very little about planetary science or very little about cometary science. What was that astronomer, Jason Wright? He works at SETI and he is like an expert in this stuff. He called Avi Loeb some very clear and distinct names. I should pull up that article. We should do it tomorrow. I should do Jason Wright. He's a very well-mannered guy. And there are compelling reasons to think a spacefaring species would send probes to other star systems as a way to learn more about their stellar neighborhood. But here's the thing. It's going so slow. Like I said, it's going to be in our solar system till 10,000 AD. For another 8,000 years, it will break the Oort cloud. Way out there, the Oort cloud. I mean, it's got a ways to catch up to Voyager. It's going to be around in our solar system a very long time. Why? So someone sends us alien spacecraft, a mothership. So they would have to send it at the current speed. They would have to have sent it like a million years, 2 million, 5, 10, 20, 50 million years ago. Maybe they saw like some sort of a signature when the Chicxulub crater hit Earth. You guys see that? I think that's an extinction level event. Let's send the mothership. We'll get there in 64 million years. That's an excellent idea. Not. The team behind this research theorized that if we find them, the brightest extraterrestrial technosignatures are likely to be narrowband radio signals, of course, right? Because these take comparatively little energy to produce and travel well over long distances. This will finish us off. Breakthrough listen searches for life beyond Earth in a variety of ways. The Green Bank telescope is a radio dish 100 meters wide, situated in a zone federally regulated to be free of most radio interference. Jacobson Bell said, its sensitivity enables us to verify the absence of transmitters down to 0.1 watts. If you don't know what that means, call your local electrician. The strongest evidence against technology of any 3i Atlas observation for date. For comparison, okay, don't call your electrician. Don't call Barry your electrician. Let him eat. Let him have supper. For comparison, modern cell phones typically emit radio waves at roughly 1 watt level. Point 0.1 watts. Its sensitivity enables us to verify the absence of transmitters down to 0.1 watts. So, maybe this is to say that if there was any transmitters on 3i Atlas up to 10 times weaker than a cell phone, so they had like this, they had this cell phone that was like on 6% battery. That's probably we have found them. They got one cell phone that's at 6% battery life. Is this worth it? Humans produce a lot of narrowband radio signals. We do, right? We put a lot out into space, including for communications with our own spacecraft. However, by modeling our search strategy, our human technological output, we end up detecting a lot of human-made signals, our own stuff, right? That's we produce a lot of radio signals. Therefore, we run any detections through filters to distinguish probable human-made interference from possible extraterrestrial signals. Past work has shown that 3i Atlas looks like a comet and behaves like a comet, and our observations show that, like a comet, 3i Atlas is not a source of technological signals. In the end, there were no surprises. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's your 3i Atlas. What? In the end, nothing ever happens. Robert. Look, March 16th. If there's going to be a big huffaloo, March 16th, when it nears the nearest approach to Jupiter, 3i Atlas, that's going to be the last hoorah that Avi Loeb is going to be able to sit there and work his magic. Maybe get a second Netflix deal. Financial details were not disclosed, by the way. Financial details were not disclosed for the Avi Loeb Netflix deal, but he's had a big smile on his face for a few weeks, so. Just saying. Money talks. Follow the money. Avi. Okay. Well, that is like really. Oh, how did she pop up again? What the? Oh, Admiral Matthew, you are sneaky little young lady. You are sneaky. How did she? There's something wrong. There is something wrong with StreamYard because this is not me. This is not me. It's just like this is the weigh in. This was the weigh in for her next fight because she's a boxer, right? This is her weigh in. She's weighing because because as you're a boxer, kickboxer, you got to go to the weigh in ceremony. And some of you might not, like maybe a lot of you don't know, right? This isn't a bikini con. This is like she goes and she weighs in. So you have to be, if you're going to be in your weight category, you got to. So this is the weigh in. It's true. Congress Trump curiosity. So you know what? So there is some news from Elon late in the day. Something came out late in the day. SpaceX stacks super heavy booster ahead of Starship mega rocket's 12th test flight. See, I'm in the fight mode. Flight. 12th. No. I want this one. Oh, okay. I got to remove that one and then put them. There we go. Okay. That's cool. So, yeah. Let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. So SpaceX stacks super heavy. So, Starship, we're going to do the video after this. We're going to do I got about a 9-minute video that I did. All of the ways that people going to Mars will die. Look, space and biology, period. There is the question, can any sort of biology, any kind of biology as we know it, can it exist? Can it survive in space? The answer to that is unequivocally no. Unequivocally no. The vacuum of space, the fact that it is an absolute 100% hostile environment to biology. It doesn't matter if you're an alien, whatever planet you're from, if you're from a different galaxy and you're using Stargate technology to come into Earth, it doesn't matter. The vacuum of space will kill you. But anyway, SpaceX is still, they're still going for a liftoff of the Starship Flight 12 is expected in the next few months. I mean, that is a good looking rocket ship, right? It is the best look. Starship is the best looking rocket ship. It is sexy. It is definitely sexy, my friends. Okay, why didn't that? Let me just go rid of this. There we go. Just before the holidays, SpaceX took a big step toward the next test flight of its Starship mega rocket. On Christmas Eve, the company posted a photo on X of the super shiny rocket heavy booster that will conduct Starship's Flight 12 standing in the high bay at its Starbase facility in South Texas. Stacking complete, the photo caption reads. Now, this was actually, we got this afternoon. It's literally, this is a 2-hour old news release. It's very new. SpaceX has yet not announced a target date for that upcoming launch, but it has said that it expects in the first quarter of this year, which is pretty cool, because if there's any rocket launch that is really exciting, it is going to be SpaceX, right? It's going to be the Starship. That's the. Let me get rid of this. Now that does represent a bit of a delay because the super heavy booster that was originally slated for Flight 12 buckled during testing in late November, and SpaceX had to get another vehicle ready. I wonder how many vehicles they got. Like, I imagine they probably have like 7 or 8, don't they? Like, they're always kind of like rotating them, because you got to think a few are going to explode, right? You have to expect that, and they do, right? They'll totally say we don't expect this vehicle to survive. This one thing, SpaceX is very forthcoming about their launch plans. Starship is the biggest and most powerful rocket ever built, standing more than 400 feet or 122 meters tall. When fully stacked, it consists of 2 fully reusable elements, super heavy and a 171-foot tall, 52 meters. A meter is 3.3 feet. Upper stage known as Starship or simply Ship. Starship flew 5 times last year. The giant rocket suffered problems on the first 3 of those suborbital test launches. But the last 2, which launched in August and October, went entirely according to plan. When Starship launches, it is pretty. It is pretty. If there's one rocket launch you're going to catch every year, it's going to be the Starship launches. Because they's pretty. They are the Avril Mathy. They are the Avril Mathy of Starship launches, what they are. Flight 12 will try to extend that run of success. So we'll go to 3 in a row. While also breaking in the new version 3 of Starship. Among other modifications, this variant is a bit taller than its predecessors and will also be the first to employ SpaceX's new Raptor 3 engine. I'm already impressed. Elon, I'm already impressed. You want me to handle the development of the Raptor 3 from here on in? Give me a call. I'll handle it. I'll do it for you. Probably wouldn't work out well. Starship version 3 is the first iteration of the vehicle capable of flying to Mars. This is why we're doing Mars. I had actually a mid-afternoon change. When I got this, I thought, you know what? Mars is good news. Mars is big news. Mars is news we're talking about. And that's actually why I kind of did a little change in the afternoon, why we're doing Mars. And there's also Mars rover news as well. There's actually a bit of Mars news. Company founder Elon Musk has said that he'd like to launch a few uncrewed starships to the red planet during the next opportunity, which comes in the last few months of this year. That's not much time. But if it's going to be uncrewed, like, why not? Like, what, you know? When SpaceX goes public, his net worth is going to be about like 600-700 trillion, 800 trillion maybe. What does a Starship cost? 150 million. Launch 10 of them. I mean, it wouldn't affect. It would be like a rounding error on his balance sheet if he was doing this personally. But of course, it's going through the company. Starship must tick some big boxes before making that giant leap. However, for example, the vehicle still needs to reach Earth orbit and master in-space fueling. Well, you got Elon, you got 8 months. Ask the Fantastic Four. I mean, 40, 50 years ago, Fantastic Four sent a ship up. They went FTL. They went to go fight Galactus. Ask Reed Richards. So anyway, that's the story, my friends, right there. Which leads us to, I know you're probably thinking, Danny, what's next? Danny, where does that lead us to? That leads us to a couple of comments. She looks like she is way comedians at that in which is danger. At that, with it's dangerous. Yeah, you're talking about Avril. My girlfriend Avril Mathy. You talking about my girlfriend? Oh, I need to start proofreading my comments. Yeah. Whoa, dude. What? I know. I gotta look. I watch back my streams and I think, what did I say? I because sometimes inadvertently, I mean, when you're doing a live stream, you got to kind of think ahead, right? You're thinking ahead to the next segment. You're trying to think like even now here, I'm trying to talk and change the thing on the screen. You're always kind of thinking ahead. You're listening, you're reading this. You're kind of like, the human brain was not made for multitasking. We are made for single point of view thinking. We cannot think of two things. That's really how you screw everything up. We're not made for thinking of two things. We think of individual things. Multitask. Someone says they're multitasking. It's like, oh, geez, hopefully not on my stuff. Please don't. Like, you're just going to screw it up, you know. in one of my businesses in Los Angeles, there's a shipping department. I had one person that kept on yakking, and the errors in the shipping place, right, where you're entering all the orders. When someone is yakking, they're not paying attention to addresses and all the fine details. The errors go up dramatically when you have a yacker at the shipping station, because the human brain is not good at it cannot multitask. One thought, focus. Anyway, so I did this video. And it's about, so this is something else. I'm sure a lot of people.
Elon Musk's plan to colonize.
I'm sure that a lot of people will. Oh, let me fix this too here. Oh, let me take that off to get that out of my face. Get out of my face. A lot of people, look, they argue with me on this. Some people agree with me on this. The very idea of getting to Mars. Look, I have not heard what the answer is for microgravity. You're going to have like 6 to 9 months in near zero gravity. The human body does not do, you will die eventually if you're in, I don't know what the timeline is. Is it 15 months? You get to Mars and you get 30% gravity. We are not made for 30% gravity. What happens to the human physiology of the human body? What's the biology happen? Do you die? Is it a death sentence? I love that movie. I love that movie, The 12 Monkeys. Yeah, right. That's a good movie. Yeah, that's true. I should. Just like I'm doing now, like I'm not focusing, right? But it's only part of the problem. Radiation. There's radiation all throughout space. Granted, you get to Mars, okay, you only get 9 months of radiation. Okay. It's like South Park. Randy, what are you doing? Just a little bit of cancer, Sharon. Just a little bit of cancer. Just a little bit of cancer. Just a little bit of cancer, Sharon. Just so he could get his weed, right? The KFC turned into a weed place. And Cartman was like, you remember he went, nah. That was a great episode. That was a great South Park episode. And so, not to mention 40% of landings on Mars fail because parachutes with 1% atmosphere doesn't work out very good. What if there's a baby? What if someone, you know what, you're going to want to kill some time on Mars. Undoubtedly, there's going to be some shtupping going on. It doesn't matter. You could make a rule, no sex. It doesn't matter. Men and women will have sex. It's called biology. It will happen. What happens to the baby when they come out? Well, I try and answer that in the video, later in the video. Even the launch, I mean, every time someone launches going up into space, you know there's going to be something somewhere at some point in time. There's going to be something that happens that's kind of like, oh, shit. It's no bueno. He's no bueno. So anyway, without further ado, this is the video that I did. It's on the channel page. There's a lot of videos on the channel page about Mars and why I think it's going to fail.
Elon Musk's plan to colonize Mars is one of the most ambitious projects of our time. The founder and CEO of SpaceX believes that humanity needs to become a multiplanetary species to ensure its survival. Musk's vision of a self-sustaining...
I've never agreed with that we need to become a multiplanetary species to survive. Really? If we can't take care, think about this. If we can't take care of our own planet where we were born and raised as a species, if we can't take care of it, well, let's go to Mars because we won't fuck that one up because we're good, right? Let's terraform it. Really? We can't even take care of Earth, the most brilliant, amazing, gorgeous Mother Nature really kicked some ass in making it planet, and we're going to do better on another planet? No, I don't agree with it. We don't need to be an interplanetary species. We just need to be an Earth species and do that one right first. So maybe we should work on being an Earth species right. Because And here's why the Mars thing is going to end up in failure. Let me let the video do the talking.
Human colony on Mars isn't just theoretical. He's outlined a detailed plan to achieve this objective by developing advanced technology, addressing logistical challenges, and exploring innovative solutions. Musk's roadmap to Mars breaks down into several key steps. The cornerstone of Elon Musk's Mars colonization plan is the development of the Starship.
I mean, this Starship is freaking impressive. There has never been a vehicle created by human beings that is as impressive as this vehicle's period. Like just any sort of vehicle. This is Elon. I salute you.
A technologically advanced vehicle designed by SpaceX for deep space missions. Starship is a fully reusable, heavy-lift spacecraft capable of carrying up to 100 passengers or large quantities of cargo. The reusability aspect of Starship is critical for reducing the cost of interplanetary travel and making regular journeys to Mars feasible. Musk believes that for Mars colonization to be economically viable, launch costs must be reduced to as low as possible, something Starship's reusability aims to address. Starship is designed to withstand the intense conditions of both Mars and Earth's atmospheres.
That is amazing. If nothing impresses you but that in this life, that's fine. But if that doesn't impress you,
it will enter the atmosphere of Mars at a speed of nearly 5 miles per second and will rely on aerodynamic braking, as well as a robust heat shield to slow down and safely land. SpaceX has been rigorously testing Starship's capabilities through high-atmosphere test flights and, more recently, orbital testing. These tests help SpaceX refine the technology and identify any potential issues before carrying humans to Mars. The ambition behind Starship goes beyond just transporting people. It's also built to carry essential infrastructure for a Mars colony. Starship's substantial cargo capacity allows it to carry habitat modules, power generators, food, and scientific equipment.
it is an absolutely massive spaceship. Like it really is. Can you call it a spaceship? I guess you can, right? It's a starship. It's called Starship. It is absolutely massive. It really is. Getting that stuff to Mars.
Musk envisions Starship as a transport vehicle that can conduct frequent, reliable trips between
awesome.
Earth and Mars, opening the door to large-scale migration and trade between planets. Before sending humans to Mars, Musk plans to conduct a series of unmanned missions. These initial flights are crucial for testing critical life-sustaining technologies and developing a clear understanding of the surface conditions on the planet.
And that's what he wants to do at the end of this year, because there's a window that is optimum in terms of where the planets are in their orbits. So he wants to get that at least one or two uncrewed. Like he's more than willing. Look, lose it cost him $200-300 million. Who cares, right? The intelligence that you get from failure, like you get smarter through failing. As human beings, we forget that. Go out and try stuff. Throw a bunch of pizzas at the wall. Not everything's going to stick. That's the whole idea behind trying stuff. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're going to be a whatever you are. Failure is where you learn. You don't learn from succeeding. You learn from getting an ass kicking, right? And I think that's what, it's like, hey, we might as well, let's try it. Let's line them up.
They'll focus on perfecting landing techniques, assessing local resources, and setting up basic infrastructure. For instance, one of the primary goals of these missions is to locate and confirm the availability of water ice on Mars. This resource is essential for producing oxygen and hydrogen, which are needed for both life support and fuel. These unmanned missions will also test systems for harvesting resources and producing fuel directly on Mars.
But that's a problem. It's easy to say, just go harvest resources off Mars. You need equipment, you need energy, you need fuel, you need spare parts, you need rescue teams, you need storage facilities for everything that you mine. You need facilities that take the resources that you get and actually put them into operable work. I mean, it sounds Well, that's all you do is just, there's resources there. Just go send shit there. Just go send it. It's not that easy.
A process known as in situ resource utilization, or ISRU.
Yes.
By experimenting with ISRU technology, SpaceX aims to make future Mars missions self-sufficient. Ideally, ISRU capabilities will allow starships to refuel on Mars, enabling them to make return trips to Earth. Unmanned missions will likely establish preliminary solar power sources and communication systems, creating a basic support framework for future human arrivals. These missions must launch at specific times to utilize optimal Earth-Mars orbital alignments, which occur every 26 months.
And that's important too, because if you launch at the wrong time, and the Earth is here and Mars is here and the sun is in the middle, it's like, well, what was 6 to 9 months is now, it's 2 years. You can't launch. It's too long. So you have to wait. So if something catastrophic happens on Mars, which is basically on The Martian, they went through, which was a fantastic movie, right? The Martian was a great movie. I mean, do you guys not agree with that? The Martian was, I love watching The Martian over and over again. I think it's a good movie. But these launch windows are really important. It's also a prohibiting factor. If something bad happens, like, sorry, we don't have like the Jetsons technology that just like, it'd be nice,
After the initial successful unmanned test flights, SpaceX plans to launch the first Starship missions with a human crew. The SpaceX colonization program aims to send 1 million people to Mars by using 1,000 starships sent during.
That's a SpaceX actual image. I mean, it's a good looking.
The Mars launch windows. These proposed journeys would require 80 to 150 days of transit time, averaging about 115 days. These early human missions will involve constructing habitats and establishing systems for life support, energy, and waste management. Musk's vision includes the creation of Mars habitats that can withstand harsh conditions such as intense radiation and low temperatures.
And that's the intense radiation. Like, guys, it doesn't take long for that intense radiation, especially if you have any sort of solar activity, a solar flare or something, and then that kind of intense radioactivity. Like, and basically, if you don't know what, I should do a show on what radioactivity is, right? So you got literally these particles that are flying around, traveling at near light speed, and they go through you, destroying your DNA. That's what radioactivity is. That's Chernobyl. You got all these little particles flying around, and they're going through you, destroying your entire DNA. And so when those firefighters that went to Chernobyl to fight, they were just absolutely bombarded with these tiny little particles, destroyed their DNA across, and basically over the next 6 to 7 days, it's kind of like melting. They melt. Their skin melts. Radiation is easily the most horrible way to go on to the next life, if you want to put it that way. Radiation, and there's a way to protect from radiation. They do it on the space station, but you got to be 100% thorough.
He envisions initial structures built with materials sent from Earth, supplemented by materials sourced from the Martian environment. One of the primary challenges is producing a reliable supply of food. Early missions will likely involve growing food in controlled environments, using hydroponic or aeroponic methods that require minimal soil and water. His long-term plan is to develop sustainable agriculture on Mars, utilizing greenhouses and eventually Martian soil once it is modified to support plant growth. Power generation is another essential component. Musk plans to emphasize the use of solar energy as Mars receives a significant amount of sunlight daily. Solar panels will likely be set up as an initial power source, with potential nuclear power solutions being explored for more consistent energy, especially during the Martian winter. Communication infrastructure is equally critical for a Mars colony. SpaceX's Starlink satellite constellation originally intended for providing global internet coverage on Earth, could also be adapted to support high-speed communication between the two planets.
There's a lot of infrastructure that's in place, but there's a lot that isn't.
Elon Musk envisions creating a network of satellites around Mars to facilitate communication with Earth and enhance coordination between Martian bases. For a self-sustaining colony, Musk's plan relies heavily on the ability to utilize Mars' local resources. One of the most vital resources is water, which exists on Mars as ice. SpaceX intends to develop technologies for mining and melting this ice, providing a sustainable source of water for the colony. Water can also be split into hydrogen and oxygen via electrolysis, which would produce both breathable oxygen and hydrogen fuel.
And again, it's a nice way just to say it. Well, there's ice, so we can just go and mine it. Okay, but you need transport vehicles, you need fuel. You need the ones that actually mine it. You need the you need the things that lift it up, and then put it into the dump trucks. The dump trucks got to take it back. You got to take all these dump trucks and all these things from Earth. You got to put it into orbit. And you got to fly it to Mars. Then you have to hopefully, based on a 40% failure rate on landings, hopefully it lands. It sounds easy. Oh, if we just go there and mine the ice. It's fucking easy. It's easy.
To fuel return missions to Earth, SpaceX is exploring the production of methane and liquid oxygen on Mars using the Sabatier process. This process converts carbon dioxide and hydrogen into methane, which can be used as rocket fuel. By establishing fuel production on Mars, SpaceX aims to make round-trip travel to Mars feasible and reduce dependency on Earth-based resources. This step is essential for the economic and logistical viability of Mars missions and could pave the way for interplanetary trade. The financial cost of colonizing Mars is enormous, and Musk has developed several strategies to fund the project. SpaceX generates revenue through satellite launches and its Starlink internet service, both of which have grown into substantial revenue streams. Starlink in
And you got to think that's really important because someone's got to finance the thing ongoing, right? If you got a crew of 32 people on Mars, it's not like you could just line item that out of Congress. Well, fuck them. They're not on Earth, so they don't get any money. Scratch that. Sorry, Mars. No, there's got to be ongoing financing. Ongoing spaceships, uninterrupted flights back and forth. What if something happens where those flights are interrupted? So, whenever I try and propose an argument, I always like to put the for, and here I'm giving the for. Here's what Elon Musk is doing. Here's the for argument, right? There are some strong things that he is doing. Without getting into the minute details of trying to facilitate those things to actually make it a reality. But there are a lot of things that can kill people, as we'll get into it.
Particular has been marketed to provide high-speed internet in remote and underserved areas, creating a steady income source that could help fund future Mars missions. In addition to these revenue streams, Musk has hinted at public-private partnerships with governments or other private investors to share costs. SpaceX's success in reducing launch costs through reusable rocket technology has also made Mars missions more feasible. By reusing rockets and spacecraft, SpaceX has significantly lowered the cost per launch, bringing the goal of Mars colonization closer to reality. Musk has expressed a willingness to commit his personal wealth toward this vision, and has spoken about the importance of financial independence from governments to ensure the mission's continuity. Musk's commitment, combined with SpaceX's revenue streams and cost-effective launch technology, provides a robust financial foundation for the Mars colonization endeavor. Colonizing Mars presents numerous technical and human challenges. The environment is hostile to human life, with low temperatures, high radiation levels, and a thin atmosphere composed mostly of carbon dioxide. Protecting colonists from radiation exposure is a significant concern, with SpaceX developing various shielding techniques, such as using Martian soil or constructing habitats underground.
I mean, the plan, it's well thought out. The plan is well thought out. And the amount of people that Elon Musk has on this thing is probably, the amount of engineers, planetary engineers, physics engineers, rocket engineers. Their amount of engineers is astronomical. SpaceX is going to have, what is it going to be, about $750 billion valuation? No, $1.5 trillion evaluation, right? This year, it will be the largest IPO in the history of the world. It might even be bigger than that. It might even be bigger. But these are the arguments for, right? These are most of the arguments for. This is what Elon Musk's plan is, to get there and to make it successful. The arguments are compelling. They sound really good.
To reduce radiation exposure.
Well thought out.
Psychological challenges are also considerable, as settlers will be isolated from Earth, facing limited social contact and mental strain. SpaceX is researching ways to address these challenges, including designing comfortable habitats and developing support systems that can withstand Martian conditions. Healthcare on Mars is another essential consideration. Musk's vision includes ensuring that colonists have access to medical care, possibly through a mix of telemedicine and advanced autonomous medical technologies.
You got to think, what if someone gets cancer, right? We found a tumor. We'll ship you back to Earth. It's gonna be 9 months. Well, I mean, if it's already stage 4, stage 5, well, it's like, what's the point, right? But so actually, I should preface this. Tomorrow night is going to be all the arguments against why this is not going to work. This is Elon Musk's argument. This is the reason why we do this. These are the well thought out plan of colonizing Mars. Tomorrow night, which is Chuck Norris Wednesday, Chuck Norris Wednesday, we're doing all the reasons why this plan will not work.
In the long term, Musk envisions the colony as a self-sufficient city with its own industries, schools, and community life. The eventual goal is to create a society capable of surviving independently from Earth. Ultimately, Musk's vision for Mars is rooted in his belief that humanity's future depends on becoming a multiplanetary species. He sees the colonization of Mars as a necessary step to protect civilization from potential global catastrophes.
I mean, do you think that we need to be a multiplanetary species? Do we really need to be a multiplanetary species?
Such as natural disasters, pandemics, or even existential threats like nuclear war. By establishing a human presence on Mars, Musk hopes to create a backup for humanity, ensuring its survival even if Earth becomes uninhabitable. While numerous obstacles remain, the framework outlined provides a structured approach to one of humanity's greatest challenges. The journey to Mars may be long and fraught with difficulty, but Elon Musk's plan is the closest humanity has come to making this vision a reality. We hope you enjoyed our look into Elon.
And of course, when we first started the channel, we were Godless Universe. Now we are Dimension Zero. So this is Elon Musk's. It's a well thought out plan, right? It's a well thought out plan. He has got a lot of things in place. Is it going to work? What are his chances for success? It sounds good. Like the amount of time, effort, and energy that has gone into the entire Mars mission is it is unmeasurable. Immeasurable, I guess you would more say it, right? It's immeasurable. But so this is the argument kind of for, will it work? Where are the weak spots? What is it in the plan to go to Mars that is deficient? Where is it that humans will die? At what point of the trip is it most likely that humans may die? If the launch works, microgravity, radiation, the landing. It's not like you're driving a truck where you can kind of say, well, my battery went like a week and a half ago. So, I call one of the mobile guys to go and, change they change the battery. You don't get that on Mars. Like there's no, dial-a mechanic. Hey, like, what are you doing? Yeah. Can you fly to Mars and fix my, one of our rotary tractor lifters are dead. Can you, everything's got to work. Life support's got to work. Everything's got to work. Something breaks down, they're dead. Right? It's that. What happens have you asked yourself, what happens if there's a baby on Mars at 30% gravity? What happens if there's a baby on Mars? That's an experiment. So anyone who is going to, and if you're pregnant, if you get pregnant on Mars, you're not coming back to have that. You're going to be you're having that baby on Mars. Now, for the rest of us, we might say it's going to be interesting to see how that baby comes out. When the baby comes out, look, we don't want to be like morbid or anything. Can you take a picture? Can you take some video? We just want to see what it looks like. Now, that is kind of it's science though, right? You need to see what it comes out as. Does a baby come out differently at 30% gravity? What happens? Will the pregnancy even work? Will you lose the baby in the first trimester, the second trimester, the third trimester? Will you lose the baby upon delivery? Will you lose the baby in the first, few minutes of life, which are crucial? What if I started this? Guys, I started doing this video, but I can do the video now because the new AI, so tomorrow night, guys, I'm releasing a video before the live, which is going to be 6 o'clock. I think I'm going to do about 6 o'clock or 6:30 Eastern, which is my new video with all of the new AI. Basically 90% of this video is me because the new AI models are crazy. Insane. So I created this, it's a video about were humans created by engineers? Not something that I really believe in, but the concept as a screenwriter is fascinating, right? Kind of like Prometheus. And the video that I have, I think are going to, I still cannot believe what I've done in just a few days with this video. But now I can finally do the video that if someone has a baby on Mars, basically it would probably be a little bit like Avatar. If the kid grew up and it survived, it would be probably a 10-foot tall, 9-foot tall, long, slender, skinny, doppelganger of a human being. It will be like it will be kind of like a, doppelganger of I'm not sure if that's the right word, but what would a baby growing up look like if it survived? What would it look like on Mars? It would be tall, right? It would be very tall. It would be Avatar. Is this our avatar? We're going to terraform? We can't terraform Mars. That's someone's watching too many Aliens. Well, someone watched Aliens. Did Sigourney Weaver suggest that? I love Sigourney Weaver. Love her. One of my favorite actresses. But these are questions that make you think, what happens if someone has a baby on Mars? Have you thought about it? It's like the Seinfeld episode. Have you seen the baby? Have you come out and see the baby? Can we, if NASA is not, or Elon Musk is like, can we see pictures of the baby? The baby's like 3 years old now. No, you can't see it. Okay, well, why? Well, okay, I think we're getting an idea why. Is it blue and like 8 feet tall already at 3 years old? It wouldn't be very strong. I mean, Chuck Norris could probably put it down in with one roundhouse. Just saying. Chuck Norris. Well, look, come on. Chuck Norris can put anyone down with one roundhouse. Anyone. Except me. I'll go 2 rounds with Chuck. Bring it, Norris. Hey, Norris, are you chicken? I hate an itchy nose, right? You gotta, especially when you got like a, you got a beard and mustache. Anyone who has a beard and mustache, you're like. But the benefit is you don't have to shave, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People are talking. What's Doggy? Doggy Sinister's in the house. Doggy's in the house. Where did I stop? What up? Oh my gosh. Oh, they're going to make male people? They can't make male people. I've seen it on TV. They could only make females. Males are not allowed. I've seen it on people going underground whenever they hear sirens. 2%. So many variables. Did I people going freaking insane. How do you prop for that? Okay, what did I miss? What am I missing here? You may have already said it, but SpaceX IPO is expected. Yeah. 1 trillion and a half, Doggy. Trillion and a half. Elon Musk will easily be the first trillionaire soon. Maybe even next year, 2027. Space, I guarantee you, if it goes with $1 million. I worked in the stock market for about 9 years. I was a market maker on NYSE and NASDAQ through Arca, Instinet, and Island. I was also an economic analyst. I've worked on IPOs. I've done this, financials, balance sheets, cash flow statements, income statements, all that stuff. Based on the sex of everything that's going on with SpaceX, it goes public with a $1.5 trillion valuation. I will guarantee you within 2 days that's $3 trillion. And Musk's valuation, personal wealth, is over $1 trillion. Easily. And that's only because he had the foresight to start certain businesses at certain times. Now you got to think about his boring company, right? He's boring holes. Does that boring holes company have an application in Mars? Yes, it does. His solar company. Does his solar company have an application on Mars? Yes, it does. Does Tesla have an application for what he is ambitiously planning on the planet Mars? Yes, it does. AI and robotics. I don't think these are coincidences. I think Elon Musk has contrived, thought this out for a couple of decades. This is not a dumb man. This is a intuitive man who, look, timing is a lot in business. If any of you guys have been in business, timing is sometimes 90% of whether you succeed or not. Jeff Bezos, if he would have started Amazon 2, 3, 4 years later, wouldn't have happened. Wouldn't have worked. Timing. Everything is timing. You need the right person at the right time with the right idea, period. Elon Musk's, it's gonna be, but I still say, Mars will be a graveyard. That's what I say. So that tomorrow night, and that's basically the whole idea behind tomorrow night's video, is why I believe everything we heard tonight, which is the argument for Elon Musk and what he's doing. It's very well planned. This is smart. This is impressive. But tomorrow it's the reality. So it's the video that is the counter argument to tonight. And I'm a firm believer. I don't believe in aliens visiting us, right? I need to hear all of the evidence from the other side. Belief is based on evidence, not because your grandpa's niece. Can you have your grandpa's niece? Your uncle's niece or whatever saw one. It's like, oh, well, that's enough. That's enough for me. It's like everyone tells a story about a ghost. You know, right? It's like, oh, so you're gonna, if I tell you I don't believe you, are you gonna be upset? They'll tell you a ghost story, right? Oh yeah, well, you don't believe in ghosts. Last night this happened to me, blah blah blah. Like, don't be upset. I don't believe you. Okay, like, I'm sorry. Like, what do you do? Like, were you doing a little THC? Is that when you saw the ghost? What point in time did you see the ghost? Like, so I sat down and I do my ritual. I smoke too, right? I don't do drugs. I haven't done drugs for over like 4 decades, right? Almost 4 decades. I don't do drugs. Oh, except for alcohol, I guess I do. And then they'll say, I saw a ghost. Ghost! Fuck, okay. Okay. Can I have a fucking hell yeah? Sorry, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Then I'll tell you about a story about 3 pink elephants I saw flying just yesterday around the corner. Thank you. Faux studio audience. Thank you. I saw 3 pink elephants flying around the corner yesterday. Well, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? You don't believe I saw 3 pink elephants flying? You think I'm lying? Yeah, I hope you say yes. I believe you're lying. I wonder what happens to Pepsi on Mars. That's a good question. What happens to carbonated sodas on Mars? That's a good question, Sinister. Yeah, I got that. You got my, yeah. Hey, doggy. They could make a thing movie on Mars. They could. Maybe I'll write that screenplay. Huh? I'll call Kurt tonight. Kurt! Hey, Kurt, is this Kurt Russell? No, hello, Kurt. Oh, it's his assistant. Can you tell him that Danny Alex is calling? No, Danny Alex. First name is Danny. Alex. Danny Alex. Never. Hello? Shit. No. Didn't take my call. A new thing movie on Mars would be pretty cool. That's a good idea. Look, there's probably 100 screenplays that have already been written about it. Okay, 20, maybe 20. It would have tiny eyes. It'd be long and lean. They probably miscarriage. What just happened there? For babies, yeah. Chances are, if you try to have a baby on Mars, you would probably miscarry. Yes, I remember there was a manga anime where scientists sent cockroaches to terraform Mars. Cockroaches can terraform Mars, and the cockroaches ended up evolving past humanity. So then they send criminals with insect powers to Mars. Okay, that's Chuck Norris in space movie would be sick. Yeah, he's 85. He's 85 and he's still climbing mountains, but he is. Even Bruce Lee, if he was alive. Bruce. Chuck Norris is, love Chuck Norris's life. Chuck Norris, yeah. So tomorrow night is Chuck Norris Wednesday, guys. Chuck Norris Wednesday. We do 12 of the best how tough is Chuck Norris memes tomorrow night. On top of that, we will do refute Elon Musk's plan for Mars tomorrow, why it's going to end up in a lot of death. Tonight's episode was about Mars and the argument for Mars. Percent chance of success going to Mars. 6%. Below 10%. Below 1 in 10. Sinister, the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world. I wouldn't argue with that. Bigfoot is a ghost. Oh no, I believe in Bigfoot. I believe in Sasquatch. No, oh yeah. I believe in Dogman. I believe in Dogman, Goatman, and Sasquatch. I do. I don't. I don't believe in anything wacko. Because I'm a science guy. Ever since I can remember, as a little kid, I remember I was 4 or 5 years old, and they were talking to me about God and the Bible, and I started reading the Bible when I was really young, and I couldn't buy into it. Like I was a little kid, and my dad never forced me in one direction or the other. I mean, I knew what his beliefs were, but he never said you have to think this way. He always just said think straight, think logically through everything. But as a why is it that when I was a small little kid at 4, 5, 6 years old, I did not believe in a greater being? I had the capacity, based on what I've read, saw, that I said, no, I don't believe in it. It's interesting, I think. I don't know why. I don't know what the answer is to that. But I don't. I'm an agnostic. And I don't understand why some people unequivocally have an unquestioned belief, blind faith, right? Blind faith. I don't understand it. To me, it's like, what? You can't have blind faith. That's like crazy. You got to question everything. That's how you get swindled. Better put me in the credits. Yeah, okay. If I had a credits page, I'm going to start a credits page one time. Sinister, I believe in Slender Man, Loch Ness Monster, and Shia LaBeouf. I believe it's Shia LaBeouf. He's actually a good actor. Shia is actually a pretty good actor. Slender Man, really? I should pull up a picture of Slender Man. Should I? Is that gonna block our? Where's a good picture? Oh, that's a good picture. You guys seen Slender? Okay, that's not high res. Slender Man. That's okay. That's not even high res. Where's all that? There's nothing high res. Oh my God, come on, guys. Like when they're making 640 by 366, like who still frickin' does that? Please, like, oh my God. Okay, I'll have to do the one of the Okay, fine. We'll do this. Isthmus Times? What the hell is... Okay, I just want the image. I don't want the Isthmus Times. Just the image. You promised me the image. You lied to me. Okay, open link. Open image in new tab. Okay, there we go. This, you know what? This is not going to be the best. Slender Man. Whoa! Hey, that's not Slender Man. There we go. Right? Slender Man. It is an eerie, like... Slender Man. That's, yes, I believe in Slender Man. That is the... When did that come out? When was that? Wasn't there... What was... There's a... Theoretical horror film titled Slender Man was released in 2018 based on the internet urban legend character of the same name. It follows a group of teenage girls who attempt to debunk the legend but find themselves haunted by the entity. Great. You know, I'm a horror writer. I write science fiction, fantasy, and I love demonic horror. I'm not a hacker slasher. I think demonic, this kind of Slender Man stuff is good horror. It's good, scary horror, right? That's the kind of stuff, right? Just distorted, like crazy distorted images. Look, for anyone out there that's seeing the image, it's not real. It's fake. Okay, it's not real. It's not real. It's okay. If you're having nightmares, call me. I'll come by and tuck you back into bed. Don't worry. I'm not scared of the dark. Actually, we're all scared of the dark. We are all innately, all of us are scared of the dark. All of us. I mean, it's a matter of fact that we are. But that is actually, yeah. Those are, I mean, it's Slender, yeah. Good horror, I tell you, good horror, good possession, good is yeah, it's few and far between. Is that where we ended there? Oh, there we go. The printer in my mom's room turned on by itself and it spooked me. Well, printers always do that, right? Printers will turn on. They clean themselves, and they'll do that at a time where it's like all of a sudden, you know, you're working late and you're like, and this printer will freak you right out all the time. Oh, so I know what that's. Yeah, it's not Slender Man. Don't worry, it's not Slender Man. You would think he would just send a ton of robots that he is making to terraform before having humans go out there. Terraforming, if it's even possible, which is, I don't think it is, would take thousands and thousands of years. Mars is not a small place. We think of it small, it's smaller than Earth. We think, like, it's freaking still a big place, right? Terraforming, it's not like aliens, right? They just go and they set up these alien processors. But yeah, creative. I hear what you're saying. I know. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Slender Man would have babies on Mars that look like a sheet of paper. Everyone on Mars will look like Slender Man, but that is true. Everyone will look like Slender Man on Mars because of the 30% gravity. Tomorrow night we're gonna do the argument. So tonight was why the Elon Musk, the whole video on. Now, if you missed it, it's on the channel page. You go to the channel page, Elon Musk and Mars. Search it. You'll see what we played tonight. And then tomorrow night we're gonna play why it will result in death. I think it will. Everyone that goes, it's a death. And I think they probably know. Look, hope springs eternal. Is that the saying? Whatever. It doesn't beat John Connor is back in the house. Is this John Denver and Chuck Norris' lost son? John Denver, take country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. That's one of the greatest songs written. Country road, take me home. You know what? I wish we could, like, everyone that's online. I show 32 people online, and of course, there's a lot of different venues. There's like long form. There's X, and you know, it would great to have everybody. 33 people online singing together. Country road, take me home to the place. John Connor, you're singing my tunes, man. John Denver was, look, you can put his tunes on and just feel, go have a bath. I'm not a bathtub guy. I'm not a tub guy. But you can go listen to John Denver and have a very relaxing bathtub. Mr. John Connor. Welcome back, Mr. John Connor. Wouldn't he have to be Slender Woman? You're right. Yeah, that's like me writing too. You just gotta. It's okay. Okay, but being serious, I really want to believe in greater powers, horrific anomalies, and Lovecraftian horrors. I want to believe in it, but I get let down all the time. Well, that's because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Nothing out of the ordinary exists. Nothing breaks the laws of physics, period. Here's why ghosts don't exist. People always say, well, ghosts are just energy. Energy always has to leave a signature. Everything that exists leaves a signature. We would see these energy signatures everywhere. They would be easy to detect like we detect everything else. We don't detect energy signatures from ghosts. They don't exist. That's why. How is it supposed to go like this? Ghosts don't exist. Have you ever seen on the late night news? A 37-year-old man was killed tonight by the ghost of John Ari Mason, who was a 1923's gold prospector who died in a cave collapse, who said he was angry at anyone named Jeff Stevenson. Jeff Stevenson is dead at 37. Have you ever heard that in the evening news? No. But then you'll say, well, there's a lot of unsolved mysteries. Okay, well, okay. Got me. You got me. 90s really meme. He looks like Nosferatu. Yeah, a little bit. Like tall. Yeah. Did you guys see the movie Nosferatu? It was shit. It was shit. Like it was. It was so bad. $260 million box office. You do a movie called Nosferatu, baseline is $250 million. Baseline. It's like a Superman movie. Baseline is like 500 million. So it does 600 million. So you barely beat what the base, like just the IP, the very IP of the movie should dictate. Fantastic Four. The IP alone says it's going to do 500 million just to start without casting. But the 2018 movie sucked. It was just a generic horror. I got a horror that doesn't even use the full extent of its mythos. But I suggest you play Slender, The Arrival, the game, the developer, and Marble Hornets Maid. Slender Woman, the original. Now you know what is a good horror movie, and I like it a lot. Is The Ring. The Ring was a really good, creepy movie, the first one. If you want really good horror, it's one of my favorite horror movies, easily. It was Gore Verbinski. If you know Gore Verbinski, he is the Pirates of the Caribbean guy. Fantastic director. So if you really want to be freaked out, it's good acting. It's good casting. Naomi Watts, she is fantastic. Brian Cox is fantastic. Martin Henderson. It's actually a really, yeah. It'll creep you out if you want to watch a really good horror movie. Watch The Ring. It's probably one of the best out there. The Cursed video. Do you guys see the Cursed video? I wonder if I could play the Cursed video. Can I play it without getting? Okay, you know what? If I get content struck, I'll just edit it out. Right? I'll just edit it out. I'll play it. Have you guys seen the Cursed video from The Ring? You want to see it? Let me do this here. We'll do this. I'll probably have to edit it out. Where is it here? Minute 24. Sheet. Yeah. Well, it's okay. We'll play it. That's cool. Okay. Or at least I'll stop it every once in a while. So if you guys have not seen, and this is a little, this is part of why I like doing live shows, because you just do stuff. I love Gore. Oh yeah, Gore Verbinski is one of the best out there. He really is. Yeah. Lone Ranger was interestingly better than most people thought. But this is. Oh, where are we here? Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Wait a sec. I gotta share the screen. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This I think is conceptually a great way. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah. We are not having technical difficulties, as a matter of fact. I just need to close the screen because the screen is not as big. Okay, that should work. Okay, let's do this. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll stop just because you got to stop it to make some comments so you're not, I mean, if I am copyrighted, then I'll have to edit this out. But this is the curse video, right? This is the video that they watch when they go to the, when you put the video in, and when you watch it, you're all going to be cursed. You're all going to get, what's the little girl's name? You're all like, this is the way it spreads. I mean, it's great imagery. Like, this is great filmmaking. Look at the imagery. Like, it's just Gore Verbinski, like such a, I always, three-legged goat, the eyeball. If you see the movie, you know the story with the mother, right? So this is the mother in the mirror, and it makes more sense when you see the movie. You're kind of like, and you realize, you understand. Well, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. Like all these things, right? The ladder, the window up top, right? This is just great. As a screenwriter, because I'm a screenwriter. I've won many awards. It's how do you convey a cursed video? Like, what is it that makes it feel cursed? What is it that makes it, this video, like, it just all these little, if you've seen the movie, you understand what the ladder is. If you haven't seen the movie, you don't understand what the ladder is until you see the movie. And I would say, if you want, if you and the wife, or you and the husband, or girlfriend, boyfriend, or not the kids, don't let the kids see this. Seriously. They will be sleeping with you in bed for the next 6 months. The dead horse, right? The dead horse. The mother. If you've seen the movie, we know, I mean, this is a pretty, where is it? That's a pretty powerful image if you see the movie. It looks like a eclipse. The ladder. The well. If you look at that shot, right? So you have to create that shot. It doesn't exist. So Gore Verbinski has to create that shot and put all of these elements in it. No, it sounds easy because you see it. But when nothing exists, you need to create it out of nothing. And this is a brilliant shot. There you go. That is, they'll probably nail me on it, but that's okay. I'll edit it. I might have to edit that out, but that is what I call great filmmaking. Gore Verbinski is one of the best. And of course, if you've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, the first three, Pirates of the Caribbean, the first movie is one of the best movies ever made. It really is. I honestly believe that. It is so well tuned. It is so well contrived. It is so well edited, so well written, so well acted. The characters are fantastic, and the casting is on the money. I struggle to try and figure out. The casting is 100. You can't get over 110%. The casting on Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl, mighty I, is 110% casting genius. And do you guys know, I've said this before, do you guys know Disney, when they were getting the dailies of what Johnny Depp was doing with Captain Jack Sparrow, they were convinced that they were going to kibosh the movie because they hated, the execs at Disney hated what Johnny Depp was doing to the character. They strongly felt, this is a matter of fact, you can Google it, it's in the record, that Johnny Depp ruined the movie right up until the first night when it was released. One of the most iconic characters ever made. Disney executives, guys, this is a news flash. I want everyone to sit down on this one. Is everyone sitting down? Everyone, sit down. You guys got to sit down. Everyone sitting down? Okay. Disney executives are morons. Okay, Bob Iger was a weatherman. Bob Iger has done nothing with Disney. He's only purchased stuff. He's created nothing. He's only bought stuff from Fox, Century Fox. They bought Marvel. They bought everything he's done during his tenure. They bought, and they got like just under $40 billion of debt on the books now. And they thought Captain Jack Sparrow was going to ruin the movie. This proves I'm smart, because I do one of those. I add 4 IQ points every time I do that. Every time. Doggy, The Ring is great. Yes, it is. Blair Witch Project is okay. It's okay. It's not my, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It was a ripoff of Japan. Well, no, it was based on Japan, right? So the whole idea of The Ring was really a ripoff. Like everything. I wouldn't use the word ripoff. That's like saying, look, J.R.R. Tolkien is an absolute ripoff of Norse mythology. All 13 dwarves were in the Prose Edda. Every name of every dwarf. Can we fix that? Every name of every dwarf in J.R.R. Tolkien was taken from Norse mythology. Every single one. Durin, except it was the Prose Edda spelled it with 2 N's. Gandalf just means dwarf with a wand, or elf with a wand. Gandalf, that's in the Prose Edda. That is a Norse mythology. One of the languages that J.R.R. Tolkien wrote was exactly Norse mytho, or Norse, Old Norse. Exactly. Used all of their, and I think he added 2 to create a new language. No mofo. It wasn't. All the, like, I love the trilogy, okay? I love the trilogy. I also love Old Norse. I've written screenplays on Old Norse mythology. Elves, dwarves, dragons, the tree, Yggdrasil, the tree. Midgard literally means Middle Earth, right? Middle Earth, that is Norse mythology. It's called Midgard. Conveniently ended up, look, J.R.R. Tolkien, the ring, basically, Odin had a ring that replicated itself every 9 days, or something like on and on and on. Like, it is endless. He basically took, Gandalf is Odin. So if you look at a description of Odin, everything that Odin is, everything down to his exact description, is Gandalf. It's just he didn't want to call him Odin because, okay, I'll steal one of the other Norse mythos names, Gandalf, elf with a wand. I'll take that name and I'll make it. That doesn't minimize how much I love the story, how much I love watching the movies. But don't say that he borrowed from it. Tolkien is the only one that borrows stuff. Everyone else rips off and steals. No, Tolkien freaking ripped off Norse mythology to the nines, okay? To the freaking nines. And there is also one of the most popular plays at that time. The most popular play was about the One Ring, right? What was the play called? You guys know? It was about the One Ring. It was the most popular play in Europe at the time. The One Ring, the power, the all-powerful One Ring. So he kind of took Norse mythology and what was, you want me to, I know some of you are asking, well, tell us what it is. What was the Ring of Power play back in the late? It was, The Ring of Power. Oh, that didn't pull it up. The German. What was the German? Do you guys know what you got to do the right Google search to find it. Oh yeah, Richard Wagner's epic for opera, Der Ring des Nibelungen, the Ring of Nibelung. This monumental work, often simply called Ring Cycle of Wagner's Ring, was composed between 1848 and 1874. The first performed as a complete cycle in August 1876 at the purpose-built Bayreuth Festspielhaus in. I'm half German. I don't even. But this was a very popular play, and basically it was the power of the One Ring. Look, it's not like Tolkien sat there and made all this shit up himself. He took most of the lore, almost all of Norse mythology, stuck it in there. Yeah, he changed it. He changed elves a little bit, but he used everything that was Norse mythology, from the trees to the rings to the dwarves to the elves to the this to the that to the this and that, all of it. It's Norse mythology. I still love J.R.R. Tolkien. It's just a matter of fact. It's just a matter of fact. I love Gore. He made the pirates. Yeah. I'm a little bit. Eyes Wide Shut will creep you out. Yeah. Why? Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. You need to get an effect with a fly on your screen from the live stream. That's a good idea. Hate getting a tapeworm ripped out. Yeah, that ladder freaks me out, man. I researched into this movie how audiences reacted to The Ring in theaters. No one expected Sarah to come out of the TV, right? That was, not to have any spoilers, but that was so. My good buddy who is actually a director, he's a Kiwi. The guy that was in that she went after, he's good buddies with that guy, because he's a Kiwi too. He's a New Zealand guy. But yeah, here it comes. Here it comes, guys. Tree Rogie 513. Trump #1. I don't know. Do I do that, or do I do that? Do I do that? Or do I do that? Trump #1.
Look at me. Fuck you. Look at me. Fuck you.
That's kind of like my yin and yang. That's the yin and yang. That's what I do.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I don't know. Johnny Depp is ruining the movie. He's a knucklehead. No, he's a pirate. Sinister. Yeah, I know, right? Holy fuck. Can I just say it again? Can I say it again, guys? Disney executives. Look, I'm a screenwriter. I write screenplays. I won many awards. You can Google me, Danny Alex, screenwriter. You'll see how many awards I've won all over the world. I've never sold a screenplay. I have had people wanting to option my screenplays. I've always said no. And this basically ruins, based on current executives at Disney, this basically ruins any chance I have of working or having a multi-million-dollar deal with them. The executives at Disney are fucking stupid. Okay? The current executives at Disney, and they were back in 2000 because they thought Johnny Depp was ruining Captain Jack Sparrow until it was released. And then, we knew it all the time. Well, we knew. Yeah, we knew that all the time. Of course, we knew it all the time because we're executives at Disney. Fucking more. And I know, Danny, be nice. Danny, be nice. I just gotta. But that basically slams the door for me in Disney, unless they enjoy my authenticity. Did you see Amber Heard doing a bump of booger sugar during court and live taping? I didn't. Do I? Really? I like Naomi. Amber Heard. Did you see Amber Heard? Why did I get Naomi? See, this is like the live dum-dum thing. Did you see Amber Heard doing a bump of booger sugar during court? Oh, yes, I watched that. Yeah. Oh my God. You know what all Amber Heard had to do? All she had to do was come out and say, look, it wasn't a perfect relationship. We both hurt each other. I wasn't perfect, but I went through hell too. That's all she had to say. That's all she had to say. And she came out like a fucking like. I am so glad that Johnny won. For every guy who has been falsely accused of something, the Me Too movement, I'm sorry, you're going to hear from me, is a bunch of bullshit. Believe all women? Oh yeah, just freaking believe it. It's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard. Thank you, Johnny Depp, for every guy for standing in there. Like it gets, yeah, there's bad men, there's bad women. Both sexes have bad people. I felt good. Holy jeez. That's like when that's like when you were in the car, you got to go to the bathroom and you got to wait like an hour for the next gas station and you finally sit down. That's what that felt like. Try it sometime. Okay, I gotta gotta do something. Okay, that's enough. My daughter, Mjolnir, your daughter is reading what? The Ring? The book The Ring? I did, but all thriller serial killer movies are predictable. Yeah, they are. They are for the most part. Look, most movies are predictable nowadays, Mjolnir. I mean, right? It's a bunch of BS. It's bad screenwriting. I'm a screenwriter. It's bad screenwriting. Look no further than just Stranger Things. Like, what a predictable ending. The ending, the epilogue was actually good. I think, we want to see the characters leave. Everything is in the open. You can have the Holly with the whole Holly thing and use a spread off series for that. You can have all the main characters come back. 11 studio said, look, make 11 an open, because we might want to bring her back in 10 years and do an 11 spinoff, right? They're woke tarts. Mjolnir, I will not disagree with you. I will not disagree, my friend. The Disney execs. Yeah, well, that's being nice. Yep. Creative. My first girlfriend said that you punched her in your sleep. And she's still okay? No bruising? Did you just kind of miss or glance her, or what's going on? I said, no freaking way. I would have bruised you. Okay, there you go. Right. Because you got a solid, right? You got that. You want to talk about punching? You want to talk about punching? You want to talk to my girlfriend? Where are we here? No, we got to remove that. Okay, how come this isn't working then? Oh, there we go. You want it? So right there. There she is. There she is. That's I'm in love. I'm in love. That is, if you've missed it, that is Avril Matthew. She is a boxer. Ain't no. Of course, me being a former kickboxer for 8 years. I don't know if I enjoyed getting into the ring. There's parts about getting into the ring you always enjoy, right? There's, she is, like, you got to think, she is freaking adorable, but she is a good freaking boxer. She really is. She's got good style, good combinations, good everything. I fell in love today. Yeah, that is, yeah, shit. That is what it is. Hey, doggy. The MMA girls are getting hotter again. They really are. There are so many. They are attractive. They are athletic. They are good. Even, like, I was watching some of the girl soccer players and some of the girl hockey players. But you would think, look, when you're in the ring and you're like taking these shots, you're getting your nose is being busted up. They've got surprisingly attractive noses. I mean, my nose is like, I've had a couple of broken noses and my nose has been fixed, right? Because it had to be. So was my jaw. I had to have jaw surgery to realign my jaw. I was probably taking too many right hooks. Had my jaw wired for 8 weeks, 9 weeks. The worst thing you could ever. Having your jaw wired, if anyone's had their jaw wired, you don't wish it on your worst enemy. She'll be giving you the donkey punch. The donkey punch. I like to see a meme of the donkey punch. She looks so comfortable at weigh-in. She looks beautiful at weigh-in. That's my girl. That's my honey. If only I was 3 or 4 years younger. Which I think tells you a lot about the result of the fight. She isn't fighting off hunger, weak, dehydrated. No, she is, when she's in the ring, she doesn't look that pretty. She is naturally pretty. She's an Australian girl, right? From South Wales. Some South Wales, Australia, mate. Hey, mate. Maybe she's related to Crocodile Dundee, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie. So we did. We didn't do the not. Okay, let me punch up. It might be worth. I got some NASA Curiosity rover pictures that I got down. If I don't do it tonight, I'm not going to. Slender Man. I'm going to get rid of Slender Man. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm not going to get rid of. I'm not getting rid of my girlfriend, Avro Mafi. Oh, where is it? There we go. Okay. Oh, I can't share this. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay. So we'll have to go like this. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with StreamYard, but if you're doing it all yourself, it's you start getting much better at it, but still it's there we go. Oh, I got to get rid of this. And okay, I gotta. Oh my God, this should not be this. There we go. Oh, that's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's not my girlfriend. I'm just kidding. I wish it was, but I am about 3 or 4 years too old. There was a joke there. I'm glad I didn't say it. NASA's Curiosity rover. Now, guys, again, this is from 4 hours ago. I always like to do fresh news, fresh space news, right? I like the fresh stuff. I like being fresh. Love being fresh. NASA Curiosity rover sends stunning new panorama from high on Mars, Mount Sharp. This is stunning when you think, guys, it's from an absolutely different planet. The image was captured on November 2025, showing how lighting changes throughout the day on Mars. I mean, that is, let me put really appreciative. I mean, that is, I would love to go planet to planet in our galaxy, just experiencing, assuming that, I could not die. I am super dude. I am super Danny. I am super Danny Alex. My name is Danny Alex. I am your host at Dimension Zero, and I can't die. But that is a stunning image of Mars. I mean, that is real. That is a different planet. That is a 1 year flight. As it stands right now, if you left Earth right now, it would take you a full year to get to this place where this picture was taken, which takes about 16 minutes. I think about 16 minutes for an image. When the rover goes at the speed of light, leaves Mars, comes to Earth. Now, they do color it up a little bit, right? They do touch up the colors. They used to touch it up a lot more. Now they're being a little bit more true to what the Martian surface may look like. It looks like something that's hospitable, right? It looks like something you could see, like, it looks like, something in Saudi Arabia. You see like a few camels walk by with a couple of, sheiks on it, right? Whatever the camel stuff is. Fact is, you'd be dead in 15 seconds, right? If you were on Mars, you'd be dead in 15 seconds with 1% of the atmosphere, with basically no atmospheric pressure. It's like probably minus 60 Celsius right now. You'd freeze in 10 seconds, you'd be, maybe 30 seconds. Minus 60, yeah. You'd go numb pretty fast. But it is a gorgeous shot. Again, this came in just a few hours ago. The picture came in November, but I think they just released it. The news article just came a few hours ago. And it's just some of the great stuff. It's some of the great stuff. And I think, earlier we did cover the idea that Congress did kibosh Trump's attempt to cut NASA's budget by like 25-30%. I think they should increase it. We'll put it to 30 billion. It's only 24.4 billion. Like science is the most important shit ever because it's the only superpower. Science is the only superpower. I totally think Trump is stupid on this one. Not as like Biden stupid, but stupid cutting NASA's budget. NASA's Curiosity rover has sent back a striking new postcard from on the slopes of the red planet's Mount Sharp, offering a dramatic look at the rugged Martian landscape the robot has been exploring for more than a decade. A decade. It's been going for 10 years. I think it was only supposed to go for 6 or something, wasn't it? The little rover they asked the rover what its retirement plans are, and it said, well, it's probably going to go to Venus. And that's not a good idea. It's like, you don't want to go to Venus to retire. The recent image is a composite panorama captured in November 2025 by Curiosity's navigation cameras spanning two Martian days, or sols, of the mission. Sols 4,722 and 4,723. Black and white images were taken at 4:15 local Mars time on Sol 4722, and again at 8:20 a.m. on Sol 4723. It's gorgeous. Both were combined into a single view that was tinted with cool blue and warm yellow hues to show how lighting conditions change over the course of a Martian day. Adding color to these kinds of merged images helps different details stand out in the landscape, NASA officials said in a statement releasing the new image. And, this I think is a raw image. Looks like a sandstorm. Specs in the sequence of images in this video were caused by charged particles from a solar storm hitting one of the navigation cameras aboard NASA's Curiosity Mars rover. Actual pictures from Mars. Real pictures. Okay. Is this something from... I think I had this video game in 1978. A little pixelated. Okay, we could take that down. Yeah. In this new view, Curiosity was positioned on a ridge overlooking a region called Boxwork Formation. This region contains intricate works of mineral-rich ridges left behind when groundwater once flowed through the cracks in the rock billions of years ago. I would have loved to have seen Mars like 3 or 4 billion years ago. When if obviously it did have flowing water, probably had maybe a little bit of vegetation, right? Was there life? Well, I mean, yeah, look, vegetation is life, so it's a lot more than just slop. But could you imagine? I always say this. Could you imagine if we were in a solar system where Mars had a magnetic field and it wasn't absolutely destroyed by the solar winds, and we had 2 planets, maybe even 3. Let's say Venus wasn't overcome with CO2. What if we had 3 planets that were blue planets, that were water-rich planets, that were vegetation? 3 planets in our solar system. That maybe there wasn't as much life as there is on Earth, but even if there was just a little bit of life on a blue Mars planet and a blue Venus planet, our perception of the universe would be vastly different. We would think that life spreads everywhere. It's an interesting concept. Over time, wind erosion stripped away softer material, leaving the hardened mineral veins exposed. Scientists are interested in these features because they preserve evidence of ancient water activity and changing environmental conditions on Mars. That is a picture of its shadow. This photo captures Curiosity's shadow overlaid on the Martian boxwork terrain. Wheel tracks visible in the foreground show the rover's slow, deliberate progress as it continues climbing Mount Sharp, a 3-mile high, 5-kilometer high mountain inside Gale Crater, which has served as Curiosity's primary science target since landing in 2012. I mean, that's pretty, that is the surface of Mars, an alien planet. This shit is awesome. This is the stuff that just... the rover has been carrying out hands-on science at this location using the drill at the end of its robotic arm. Curiosity recently collected a rock sample from the top of the ridge at site dubbed Nevado Sahama. The panorama looks north across the Boxworth formations and down the slopes of Mount Sharp toward the floor of Gale Crater. The crater's rim is visible on the distant horizon about 25 miles or 40 kilometers away, while wheel tracks mark a shallow hollow behind the rover where Curiosity previously drilled another sample at a site called Valle de la Luna. Do we get a picture of it? We don't get a picture. Come on, guys. Really? That's almost unacceptable. Let me pull this up. Valle de la Luna. Copy C, copy or V. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Okay, well, you guys should have. Can I open these things up? Oh, okay. So this is Valle de la Luna. No, it's not. Okay, why are they saying San Pedro de... Okay, this is actual place. Oh, it's something mimicking something on Earth. Guided tours. You little buggers. I got you. Okay. No, I was punked. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got to put Mars in there because there is actual place on Earth. Okay, there's no images. Yeah, so this is in Chile. Oh, so I guess what it is, because so what I said what they're suggesting is this really Chile's got some amazing. Chile's got some amazing scenery. I think if you want to go see, actually, there's nothing really. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything left to. Yeah. So that's basically that article. It's. No. What were you doing that? Yeah. It is. I mean, the stuff that is going on Mars is impressive. Looks like, yeah. Looks like, yeah. Dirt road. What about the guy who owned PayPal, who is supposedly aging 6 months every year slower than the rest of us? Elon Musk? That's Elon Musk, isn't it? Isn't he? Aren't they putting in like blood of like children, like they transfuse their blood? Yeah, it's real. I think we were talking about it's real, but that's in Chile. And I think what they're saying that there's a equivalence. There's kind of a slight equivalence. Your screen is being split on the mobile chat. I think it's better now, right? Yeah, there's not much I can do with the mobile stuff. I got everything configured because I broadcast on the mobile side and then on the long side. And this is the best configuration. So when I go, I can't, there's nothing, everything down there is just going to be blackness. Like I can't make it any bigger. Like this, everything is formed around the size of the images that I can do because I'm broadcasting the way it brought. I cannot make the mobile side. It's based on what I do. So if I optimize the mobile side, then the long form, then the 19 by the 16 by 9 gets all messed up. If I do it the other way, then the other side gets messed up. So this is, and I spent an entire day trying to maximize until they get better, the software where I can fix everything. Otherwise, you just got big black patches everywhere, and it looks horrible. Looks horrible with all the big black patches. Because it's actually two different feeds. So you don't see the mobile side. When you see how many people are online, you only see how many people are on the mobile side. When you're on the 16 by 9, you only see the people that are on 16 by 9. When you're on X, you only see the people that are on X. You don't see everyone together. So there's probably always about 3 or 4 times more people that are actually on the stream based on what you see on your format, what you're watching it as. So it's a little, the whole thing is wonky. And I spent hours trying to, your stream is effed up. I think we're back to normal, right? Okay, yeah, fixed. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. I'm forgiven. It was that the bar was fucked up, right? Yeah. Yeah. So the crazy thing is, I'm telling you, when you're sitting in this chair, so you got to think, you have to do all the technical stuff, right? You have to do all the lighting. And I have lighting experience. I was a musician. I played on stage. I have sound. I took a sound engineering course, when I was like 21 years old. I've been a performer. I'm a science geek, right? I'm a screenwriter and also a tech guy, right? So I do USS or CSS, HTML. I write that code. I do this and that. So I got a good foundation of stuff. So when you're here doing this, on top of just performing, like I just go on and be myself. So there's no performing. But I think some people do have to perform. You've got to do all the technical stuff. You got to do you're always moving everything. You have to have all the files ready. Everything's got to, guys. It's hard. It's hard. It really is. Most of the big streams, they've got 3, 4, 5 people producing in the background. So the guy sitting there is he's doing nothing except. Right? So, but I do appreciate if you see something messed up and I don't see it, like yesterday, StreamYard screwed up and it didn't play my opening the opening 3 minutes and the opening minute 41. And so I was sitting here just, doing one of these things the whole time. Had no idea I was on camera. No idea. And then I looked, I was like, wait a sec, am I live? For 4 minutes, I was live without even knowing it. Luckily, I didn't do anything. I deleted that. I didn't do anything funny. So, I mean, I wouldn't do anything funny. Why would I do anything funny? Doggy. It's like a studio apartment in Manhattan. That'd be expensive. Look, you know how much a studio apartment is in downtown Los Angeles? $3,000. $3,000. $3,000. LA, you want a nice, good, roomy 400 square foot studio apartment in LA? I used to live in a studio apartment on Grand and 7th, which is where the Whole Foods is. what are they called? The Grand Apartments or something like that. Right above the Whole Foods. It's kind of like, but look, it's a rough part of town now. It really is. Just fell to shit. And I used to pay with everything included, almost $3,000 a month living there. Ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. I don't know. I just moved out of LA on May 11th. I'm done. I'm out. Gone. Poof. I know people there that are just being devastated. Lost their businesses, wiped out. It's a sad state of affairs. Your screen real estate. Your screen real estate. Yes. Have I showed you, guys, have I showed you my new girlfriend? There she is. I saw, this is Avro Mathy as a, can I fix this? I guess I can. As a former kickboxer. I was a kickboxer for 8 years. I saw her today, and I don't follow the sport. Yeah, she's a boxer. I don't follow the sport much anymore. I don't follow female sport. I don't even follow male UFC much anymore. I saw her today. I was like, what? What? She's 8. No. I mean, she's freaking adorable. I could not get into the ring and punch her. I mean, I guess if you're a girl, you could, right? But I've said all day, my big joke all day was like, I'd like to, have a girlfriend or marry a girl that you both come back from work. And she says, you want to go 2 rounds? I'm in. Let's go. You go downstairs, you got a little ring set up, and you and the wife are, 2-3 minute rounds just to get your frustration out. I would let her beat me up. I would. Is that what? Yeah, I'd let her. Just a great shape, like just, and she's an Aussie. She's an Aussie boxer. And this gal is this gal's no slouch either. I mean, these are, and then the 2 after this they were attractive too. It's like, you must be this good looking to box now? I mean, if you want to bring attention to female boxing, this is probably the way you do it. I mean, tell me, she is in, and I bet you her manager, her agent said, you know what? Use what you got. Use what you got to get the deals. Get the promotional deals. You go out there looking adorable like you are. You're a top level athlete. You've earned it. You've earned it. She's put in years of her life to get to where she is. Years of her life. The pain, the punches. You guys don't know what it's like after getting an ass kicking in the ring. Well, I guess what's his name does. What's his name from 2 weeks ago broke the jaw. He knows now. But I tell you, the pain that sometimes you walk out after a fight, I mean, it lasts for 2 weeks and you feel like it's never going to go away. So I give it to anybody who's willing to step into the ring. But I mean, that's a boxing promo. That's a boxing promo? Well, it's promoting me. I'm promoted. And they're not very big, right? They're I think they're like 5'3", 5'4". But they're not like the guys, right? Right now, one of the guys would probably swing at the other one. Just for, they're well behaved. They're well behaved. We'll save it for the fight. Yeah. Oh, come on, go. Yeah, it's a stare down, right? A little stare down. It's a handshake. Damn, it's a handshake. That's good. I would shake Romathi's hand. I mean, that's good. So anyway, that's just fun, right? You got to have fun. You got to have fun with the world. Have fun with everything that's going on. Because Lord knows, and I really don't believe in him, but Lord knows, we've got to laugh at ourselves, with our friends. We can't take everything so seriously, especially in today's world. We do not. We need levity. We need perspective. We need focus. In 2026, if I was going to try, and there's a reality in the world, right? We can have fun with what we do here, which I always like to have fun with science, fun with movies, fun with everything. But there's a reality. We need perspective. We got to keep that perspective as functioning human beings within this society, within this economy, within the changes that are happening around us and to us. And for all my years when I worked on Wall Street as a market maker and economic analyst, there are realities that we all need to adapt, right? We all need to adapt. So if you are forced into a situation of having to adapt, I'm in that situation myself too, right? So basically, I was in Los Angeles for almost 20 years. My business went from multi-millions every year to a lot less. And I had to most people were long gone before, I sold what was left and got the hell out of that city. We need to adapt. We need to, things change so quickly, especially after COVID. And you guys all know that, right? And this is a bit of a reality with AI, because I'm using an extensive amount of AI. Oh, tomorrow, guys, I am releasing my video, which is almost all the new AI stuff that has been released on January 1st. So in my list of AI, every model, almost every model says new. These new AI models are insanity. I'm releasing the video tomorrow at I think 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock or an hour or a half hour before the live broadcast tomorrow. Unless I think I want one more day, one more day to polish it up, which might happen. But I think what I'm going to show you guys on this video, and this video is about what if human life was engineered. What if humans were engineered and then went through this evolution? Not something I particularly believe in, but it is a stunning science fiction brain juice concept. And when you see the video, and I created this video, which might be $100, $120 worth of AI. Now, I'm pretty good at AI, all the prompts and everything like that. Pretty good with it. Like I spent a lot of time researching it and studying it and practicing. So I guess you can go before that, and there's thousands of dollars worth of AI prompts that I've had to learn. But you will see this, and it looks like a studio might have shot this. It does. Like the shots are absolutely, it is the first time since I've been doing YouTube videos. It's the first time that I truly feel as a screenwriter that I'm able to storytell, that I told a story, basically 3 different stories in this one. So I'm going to release it hopefully tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow, it's going to be Thursday. But the point of this is that AI is devastating different parts of the economy unequivocally. Quickly, it's ruining lives. It's also benefiting lives. So it's the big idea that technology is moving so fast. It's moving faster than society can adapt. Technology is moving faster than the human. Than a human can adapt. Tech is moving way faster. This is way more than the internet. If you remember the early 90s when the internet came out, I was in my early 20s, mid 20s. My generation built the internet. We didn't know how big it was going to be until around 2000, right? I mean, I did. I learned how to code. I learned how to do CSS, HTML. I learned all that stuff. I learned Photoshop, even Corel Draw. I was a Corel Draw expert too. I don't know. It's hard. But AI compared to the internet is times 5. Times 5, guys. And you have to adapt. You have to learn. You have to. You cannot just push AI aside and just say it doesn't. No, it's going to affect you. If you're building fences, it will affect you. You will have robots come out and build fences one day. You will. I'll guarantee you that. Got to make 200K to live in Manhattan, then you're poor. That's right. You have 200K after tax and everything. That's 100. That's 100 grand. You're baselining it. You're baselining that in Manhattan. Yeah, that girl is gonna. I find she won't win a. You don't think Avril, Matthew is gonna wear a belt? You don't think my girlfriend's gonna? I'm hoping for Avril. Yeah. Once a girl puts her hair in cornrows, they drop 3 points. That's true. Yeah, that was before though. That was before. She was trying to look mean. She's such an attractive girl. She tries to look mean. You know, that's what. Are you a Scotch drinker, doggy? Are you a Scotch? What do you do? Are you a drink? Do you have a like? Do you have like a Scotch once every 3 days, like a little Scotch and ice? You strike me as maybe not. You're not a heavy drinker, but you drink. You strike me as like a Scotch guy. Doggy the Scotch. They creative leave us. The creative. I think a lot of times people will like leave it. Just leave the show in the background, right? No, I stopped drinking whiskey. Okay. You know what I like? It's called a Godfather. Amaretto and a really good whiskey. A little bit of amaretto, a little bit of tequila vodka now. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm not that sophisticated. I like drinking Godfathers once in a while. Or even a heated Grand Marnier in a snifter, right? Back, I used to bartend. Shit. 38 years ago. 38 years ago, I used to bartend. I've been around the block. I mean, I am 58. I've done a lot in my life. I've been a market maker, economic analyst. I've been a musician. I've had my businesses my whole life. Award-winning screenwriter. I've done stuff. And I think hopefully that experience translates into some experiences. Thank you, doggy. I don't look 58. I am 58. I just turned 58 November 7th, actually. But I do work out. I still kickbox and get that's the important thing, right? You got to get out there and exercise to everybody. Like that's really the key. Your body needs it. That's what keeps, all the stuff flowing in the body, right? And a little bit of red wine. Oh, that is good. Well, we are coming upon the 3-hour mark. I have not had dinner. Usually, so after this, I will have dinner. And the wine, I usually have wine to actually help me get to sleep. It's not for the show, because after the show, because I try to get to the gym by about 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. So is that the blurry stuff? Oh man. So I like to I don't know what your guys' schedule is, but that's what mine is. I like to try and get to the gym at 3:30 in the morning. And then come back and do some work. A lot of times, if I only have 4 or 5 hours sleep, I will fall asleep for an hour or two. Even sometimes in this chair, I'm like, and I wake up an hour later, do a working on a video or something like that. True story. Like literally. Any suggestions for a weeping bun? Oh, weeping burn. Oh, what? A weeping burn? Do I know what a weeping burn is? Oh, shoot, dude! Did you get one? You got one? Did you burn yourself, creative? I mean, that's. Oh, the air fryer, dude. Air fryers are freaking hot. I know, you got to be careful. You got a 2nd-degree burn? I mean, the thing about that's the worst thing about burns is there's not much you can do about the pain. I mean, I think you have to, something from you can get something from the drugstore. Like I wouldn't suggest anything unless you're at least a pharmacist that understands the sort of chemical idea. I'm sure there's something, but geez, dude, that is second-degree burn. Yeah, that's freaking painful. On your hands? You're an artist. You are nuts. Creatives in pain. Looks like creative. So you basically left to do some cooking and you've come back and you've burnt yourself. Is this what's going on? Shit, dude. I mean, if it's bad enough, you got to go. You got to go to the hospital if it's bad enough. I mean, you don't know if it's how far the tissue. Dude, shit. 3:30. Yeah, it's probably it's closer to 3:30. Pain is all right. No, it happened a couple of days ago. Okay. Right before your birthday. Creative Creature is turning 43 this Saturday. He is turning 43 years old. It might happen every night this week that I wish you a happy birthday. But how much sleep? I like 6 hours of sleep. OCD and get worried about getting infected. Yeah, well, you want to spray it with some alcohol or something, right? You want to keep the. It's going to be painful, but you want to get some sort of a spray or something like that, right? Well, it is. It's a big deal, right? I mean, hey, if any of you guys are here and you got a birthday, come on and tell me about it. We'll make a big deal out of it. Not all of us have people in our lives, but I'll make a big stink about your birthday. I got no problem. I'm your friend. I'm your buddy. I've always been, I've always had an easy time making friends. I like people. I'm a people person. I don't like getting angry. I'm very hard for me to get angry. Well, it is a good birthday wish. Thanks. You're my only friend. Look, friend is a powerful word, right? The true definition of a friend is let's do aliens, UAPs next Monday. We could do that. There's stuff we can do. Look, we're going to be doing a lot of aliens and UAPs. A lot. We've done some in the past, with Age of Disclosure, and we're going to be doing a lot more. So if you guys, it's almost like I would almost suggest that 20% of this show is ultimately going to be about aliens and UAPs, not like the illegal ones. I mean, the illegal ones coming from space. They have such high, incredible technology. They can fly 1,000 light years. They have warp technology. These aliens can do warp bubbles. They have Stargate, wormholes. They've got technology that is 100,000 years ahead of ours. But they get into our atmosphere and they freaking crash all the time. They crash all the time. They've got technology. Like how many airplane flights are there daily in the world? Holy, you won't believe me. Okay, guys. How many airplane flights globally do you think there are every single day? Let me repeat that. How many airplane flights do you think that there are globally every single day? Do you have a number in your mind? Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. So, because you will not believe me. Oh, you probably would. Do you see that? Every day there are between 100,000 to 115,000 commercial flights take off and land globally each day. Call it 100,000 flights each day, with about 15 to 20,000 aircraft in the air at any given moment, though numbers vary slightly based on source and time of year, with peaks and dips during quiet hours. Daily flights estimated, there you go, planes in the air, peak times 20,000. Per minute, roughly 70 planes take off every minute somewhere in the world, every single minute. Flight radar, I have watched the flight radar, often report around 100,000 plus flights daily. Same info. Anyway, so that is, there you go. So what does that mean? What are you trying to say, Danny? Danny, what are you trying to say? I'm trying to say there's 100,000 flights a day. How many airplane crashes are there? Almost zero. But these UFOs come into our atmosphere and they're crashing like freaking, like they need to hit a DMV before they get licensed to fly in our atmosphere. They're as dumb as they are freaking stupidest pilots in the world. They've got warp technology. They've got anti-gravity shit, but they still fucking crash. So fuck you if you believe in... Dear God. And you still believe in freaking UFOs or like aliens flying around. They've got technology that's 100,000 years ahead of us. But they hit our atmosphere, but they can't fly. And they have antimatter engines, right? You know what happens when antimatter and matter come together? Oh, it would be like, but so all of these UFOs crash and there's no explosions. They could create a warp drive, which would take the entire mass of Jupiter converted to energy to try and create and bend space. But yet these spaceships crash. But we have 100,000 airplanes in the air every single day. No crashes, very few crashes. And there's no more crashes. You ever hear about them? No. But these UFOs come here, I tell you, they got, you know what I want to do? The next time I meet an alien, a UFO, like the guys go, ack, 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 ack. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? You want these? Do you want these? They might help you fly in our atmosphere because you mofos are crashing a lot. Put on the anti-gravity shit. How do you crash with fucking anti-gravity technology? We're not even crashing. We're just using freaking 2 jet engines. We're flying around. G5, motherfucker. And lots of money. And our planes don't crash, but these freaking UFOs, because their pilots are dumb. Have I made my point? Have I made my point? There's a lot of interesting comments. Look, we're not being visited by aliens, okay? Tomorrow... I'm going to write this down. Tomorrow, the guy, Dan Farah, the producer, director, writer of Age of Disclosure, he says 2 things in particular that are unequivocally laughable. Unequivocally freaking laughable. We are going to play it tomorrow. Okay? On top of Elon Musk and why everyone's going to die. So today we did the argument for what Elon Musk is doing right. Tomorrow is why everyone's going to die on Mars. And we're going to do Age of Disclosure. This it's a 5-minute bit. The most stupidest, retarded, asinine, dumbass, mofo shit you could say as evidence for frickin' alien visiting us here. Okay? That's tomorrow night on Dimension Zero. It's also Chuck Norris Wednesday. You got that? Tomorrow's going to be fun. I'm telling you, man. Creative, you should have had a birthday tomorrow because that's like we're celebrating tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a shit-ass show. Age. Yeah. Oh, the studio audience. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Aliens. They can't fly. They can't fly. That's like is that a cross pen? No, it's like just a pen. But the UAPs that are outperforming our planes, yes, the UAPs have about a 50,000% more crash rate than our planes do. And these are like craft that have anti-gravity. They turn on a dime. They go from 0 to 50,000 miles per hour. They crash with anti-gravity or with gravity drives, with hyperdrives, anti-matter. The antimatter converter, Captain, is completely blown. I can't give you power for at least 48 hours. But Scotty, I need it within an hour or we're all dead. Leave it with me, sir. Leave it with me. Captain Kirk, he gets the power in an hour because Scotty is the bomb, right? Scotty is the big cheese. Oh, do you guys actually said, okay, UAPs. We're going to do some UAPs tomorrow, Creative. Do you think MK Ultra... MK Ultra. Oh, right. Do I think? No, I don't think. No, I don't think it was bogus. I think there is actually now there are some things. I believe what I understand about MK Ultra. There are some very dodgy things. Dodgy or doggy? Doggy or dodgy? Doggy. That actually happened with that. It was also with Canada, right? There's some really shady things that also it was done in Canada. That they moved. So there is some stuff that we know about it, and it was from what I know. It wasn't. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. Happy Three Kings Day to everybody. Happy the three magi, the three magic users. If you play D&D, 3 magic users. Basically, it's 3 21st level magic users. They come and they cast wish spells, and they leave presents in your shoes. 35,000, 2,600. What was that? What in relation to? Oh, it's like, that's not too far. Oh, shit. No way, Jose. Oh, that was the number of. Okay, wait a sec. Creative, you thought there was only 2,600 planes up in the air? Doggy, 35,000. So you undershot that. There's 100,000 planes every single day in our world flying. 100,000. At any given time, there's 20,000 planes in the air. But these aliens hit our freaking atmosphere and they're crashing. I mean, their crash rate is absolutely astronomical. And they crash and their antimatter stuff doesn't even explode or anything, right? It's just like dunk. And their technology is so uber, they could send a rescue team out there in like a split second. I mean, the Marines don't leave anyone behind. Why would the aliens leave anyone behind? They'd come up there with their vaporized, gone. You think they couldn't rescue their own people? In Age of Disclosure, I kid you not. Listen to me. You know what they say in Age of Disclosure? Why the aliens do not go and rescue their own people? It's a gift. They say it's a gift. I kid you freaking not. How stupid do you think everyone is? It's a gift. So what the aliens said, yeah, it's Three Kings Day. So I know we just had one of our own UFOs crash. We've had, 5 dead aliens. There's no family stuff. Aliens, our species, we don't care about family here. We'll just notify the loved ones back in planet XY4Y9 that their loved ones died and we gave their body as a gift to the humans. Gifts. They called them gifts. This is how, I'm not going to say it. This is how illogical the aliens are visiting us team is. And tomorrow we're going to go through, two of the stupidest things Dan Farah has ever said with aliens from Age of Disclosure. I'm not calling him stupid. The stupidest things he said because he's just trying to sell a movie. He's just trying to sell a movie. He's trying to make some bucks. I'm not making any money refuting what he's saying, but he's making a lot of money saying what he's saying with his movie. Follow the money trail. I'm not making anything. I'm just using logic. I use my brain, simple Jack. You make me happy. Love Simple Jack. Right? You know what I'm saying? No way, Jose. Yes, happy Three Kings Day. Every second more than one takes off. Yeah, well, we're every second baby is born on a plane takes off. Yeah. And isn't someone dies every 5 seconds? My numbers are probably off. We don't want to. Yeah, that's a negative. We don't want to think of. Yeah, maybe could be. Yeah, that's a. But the UAPs that are outperforming our planes, UAPs, they are not outperforming our planes. They're crashing at a rate of 5,000% more than our freaking. They're 100,000 years ahead of us, but they can't fly. They hit our atmosphere. They need DMV. They got to can you imagine see there's a comedy movie in there, like an alien with trying to drive. He's running over all the pylons and everything. Totally see it. Manchurian Candidate stuff, right? Yes, doggy. Yes. Yeah. Philadelphia experiment is nonsense, I think. Yeah, I don't like commenting unless I get a full. Yes. I think that is definitely a hoax, right? Yeah, the Philadelphia. Yeah, I think that is confirmed, right? The Philadelphia experiment? I think that's confirmed hoaxy stuff. No, the program definitely happened. Just wonder if you thought any superhuman discoveries were made? No, I don't think. I think there were discoveries that were made. Yeah, I mean, you can't do that kind of shit on people and not discover stuff, right? Uncover. It's just ethically, right? I believe in some form of ESP. I don't. No. I would like to know what form, but I do not believe in ESP whatsoever. Zero. I would love to hear the arguments for, though. I would. My dad is gifting his body to science. Okay. The aliens could be doing the same. Well, it's a gift, right? Well, that's what they say in Age of Disclosure. The aliens, when they crash, they're given the craft. They say it's a gift. They told you that? What did he say? What did he say? Just go to right click and hit translate to English. Okay, but that's alien. Yeah. Google speaks alien. Really? Yes. He says, keep the dead bodies of our people so you can do experiments on their dead bodies. Keep our high-tech UFOs or UAPs. They're gifts from us to you. Those aliens are so freaking nice. They give their shit to us. They give their planes, they give their dead bodies of their fellow aliens to us. And they don't ask any money in return. These aliens are so kind. We'll do this tomorrow night. Motherfucker. Yeah, we trade actors. Have you seen Darren Brown? I have not. Creative. You got to take care of that hand. Like you can sense what someone is thinking right next to you or sing in their head. Doggy. Put the tequila and vodka down. You've had enough tequila and vodka. Put it down. Doggy, put it down. Song, yep. Maybe it's not ESP, but some kind of blind perception. Oh, it's intuition. Human intuition. All right? Could be human intuition. Yeah. I know you. Oh, Okay, guys, we're gonna leave it at that. I got to try and finish up the video. I got to go to sleep soon. I got to grab a bite. I'm finished with the wine, so it's kind of like snoozy time soon. So I get to the gym and all that kind of stuff in the morning. And we are back tomorrow. I'm thinking about pushing the show an hour later to 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. I'm thinking about it because most of the crowd is coming in at an hour at 8. But that's, yeah. Darren Brown's knowledge of human psychology makes me wonder how much he had uncovered that most psychology books don't go into. Yes, it's pretty deep, and probably things that they don't want to talk about, right? They don't want to talk about it. So, and that's a great way to end, right? Have a good night. Thank you very much. Everyone else, Doggy, Sinister, if you're still around, anyone else that was in the chat and anyone who was watching, I thank you. It is always a pleasure to come on, have some fun with you guys. Stop by anytime. We do it 4 nights a week for sure, Monday through Thursday. My name is Danny Alex. This is Dimension Zero. And sometimes we do a Friday one. We do a Friday show. It's becoming a little bit more popular because I do enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. I do. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I do. It really is fun. All right, guys. You have a great evening. I will see you tomorrow night. Same bat time and the same bat channel. Cheers.
Okay, children, let's take our seats.
Yeah, baby. Do it live.